अच्छा चलो मुझे एक बात बताओ, तुम लोग को क्या लगता है मून लैंडिंग सही में हुई थी?
मैंने फर्स्ट एपिसोड में बोला था किसी को माना ही नहीं था.
I might be offensive. Have you heard this? What is this cis woman? I'm a straight woman. I'm not a cis
Yeah,
woman.
bro.
Now, so basically, you're there for 10 days and you can't talk. Like you have to go.
And I don't think it's possible because it's gonna take like 100 years or something.
Climate change is a hoax. And then I went to Arctic monkeys. I went to SZA.
You can sell your fart to a person. पहले बताओ कैसा रहा दिन, क्या किया?
बढ़िया था.
वीकेंड पे कैसा?
वीकेंड पे गाइस सुबह में उठी 5:30 बजे सोई, सुबह में उठी रेडी हुई और यहाँ आ गई.
अच्छा नहीं, क्योंकि लास्ट 2 दिन से हमारा अवेलेबल नहीं था ये जगह, मौसी वगैरह आए हुए थे इसलिए कैंसिल हुआ था.
लॉन्ग ड्यू.
और फिर पार्टी दिवाली कैसी गई अपने सामने तो फिर
दिवाली वाज अमेजिंग गाइस.
हम सब इतने लोग एक्सपेक्ट ही नहीं कर रहे थे कि उधर इतने सारे लोग.
हाँ
पर गाइस हम भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहे थे because people just kept walking in until 3 o'clock. People were just coming in and out.
मेरे को लगा अभी तक एंट्री चालू है, हम 11 बजे से इधर है.
गाड़ी आके रुक रही है गेट के बाहर.
Every time I turned, I saw a new face and I was just like, I don't know who this is. It was like that.
Because एक तो थ्रू भी बहुत लोग आए थे, but it was a good time मेरे हिसाब से.
Yeah, it was really. तुम लोग एंड तक पता नहीं तुम लोग कहाँ चले गए थे. हम लोग ने कितना डांस किया, गिरे.
नहीं हम लोग उधर ही थे, but फिर ऐसे थोड़ा टाइम डिटूर करने. हम लोग का एक स्पॉट एक्चुअली उधर, तो हम लोग उधर आके
क्लियरली हर बार तुम लोग गायब हो जाते हो.
खाली हाफ एन आवर जब बहुत ज्यादा नाच वाच लेते हैं और फिर उसके बाद देखो ऐसा होता है थोड़ा.
नाच रहे थे आप, वो
सादव दीदी नाच रहे थे, वो तो हर बारी नाचते हैं, बट हाँ नाचा तो थोड़ा बहुत.
पर अच्छा रहता है.
वापस जाके बॉलीवुड वाइब्स नहीं मिलेगी ना यार गाइस. गोइंग बैक टू.
बताओ कैसा एक्सपीरियंस लाइक स्टडीइंग अब्रॉड आफ्टर लाइक you studied 12-14 years here in India. What is the basic differences like?
I feel like it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Because you have to completely disassociate from your older life.
Yes.
And you have to push yourself a lot to get out of that comfort zone. Some people do it, but some people can't do it.
Yeah.
So it's on you. Either you suffer or either you adapt and then you धीरे धीरे come along and get your things done.
बेटर क्या सफर करना है अडॉप्ट.
I mean, if you don't suffer, you don't learn. You don't get out of your comfort zone.
ये प्रोसेस है कि सफर करो उसके बाद आप सीख जाते हो टू अडॉप्ट.
But it's not necessary that everybody suffers. I believe that it's on individual's mindset. And
but वो होता है ना कि when you're going out of the circle, like अभी हम लोग जहाँ पे रहते हैं, अगर 15-20 years we are staying that only, so going anywhere out, तो वो एक सर्कल से बाहर जाना होता है, तो वो होता है ना कि डिस्कम्फर्ट में
कंफर्ट जोन पे छोड़ को सब.
यार सभी चीजें होती है. तुम्हारे घर का कंफर्ट अपन इंडिया में रियलाइज नहीं करते, बट जब हम बाहर जाते हैं हम रियलाइज करते हैं कि हम बहुत लग्जूरियस लाइफ जीते हैं. अपने पास एक्टिवा है, गाड़ी है, रिक्शा है, इतना महंगा कुछ नहीं है.
घर साफ करने के लिए लोग हैं,
खाना बनाने के लिए, कपड़े धोने के लिए, वहाँ पे हर चीज खुद करनी है. तो वो चीज कम्स लाइक अ शॉक कि ओ डैम ये भी करना है, बैंक भी जाना है. लाइक एवरीथिंग यू लर्न, लाइक you're basically adulting yourself alone in that process. And then of course it's difficult to make new friends, to have FOMO because your friends are back here, they're living their life, all these parties, exactly,
functions, festivals,
everything.
क्योंकि मैं भी like मेरे पेरेंट्स भी बोल रहे हैं कि just go for the masters bar and they're like really putting it on me, तो मैं भी बस like think कर रहा हूँ. They're like okay you want a break, take a 6 months break or something, but I don't know.
But I think everybody should
experience once.
मतलब 100%, because that's when you really discover who you are.
Yes.
Because you are alone and then you know that you've actually made an effort to build your own life, and that gives you such a boost of confidence in life that you feel like मैं कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ. बाहर जाके मतलब initially personally for me I felt like कि मैं शायद ये नहीं कर सकती हूँ या मैं ये नहीं कर पाऊंगी. मतलब कहीं दूसरा काम, जैसे बचपन से हमेशा डैड ने सब कुछ किया है फॉर अस, राइट. बैंक का काम हो गया, इधर जाना,
एक्स्ट्रा जो भी हो गया,
एवरीथिंग. सो आई फेल्ट लाइक फक मैं तो डम्बू ब्रो, मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ. बट देन व्हेन इट कम्स यू हैव टू डू इट एंड देन यू फील लाइक मैं सब कुछ कर सकता हूँ. लाइक इट्स वेरी इजी, यू जस्ट हैव टू फिगर इट आउट
एंड यू लर्न इट इन योर ओन वे. तो वो एक चीज रहती है.
कुछ भी बोलो कुछ भी बोलो, आप पार्टी करते थे उधर, हम आपकी स्टोरीज देख देख के
मैं तो बहुत गुस्सा था, मैं स्टार्टिंग में था
केंड्रिक लमार,
बचा रही हूँ।
मतलब भाई हैरी स्टाइल्स, क्या क्या देख रहे हो आप, क्या क्या देख रहे हो?
आप बताओ अभी तक कौन से मेन जायंट्स के कॉन्सर्ट्स में गए?
I went to Kendrick.
Yeah.
I went to Harry. I went to Coldplay. I went to The
Coldplay,
Weeknd.
सब पावर वाले देख
Yeah,
रहे
I
हो।
went to The Weeknd and I went to Arctic Monkeys. I went to SZA. Yeah, that's about it.
शिजा भी जाके हैं। तो ट्रेविस आया था क्या?
नहीं,
He came out in Amsterdam, पता है जो
हाँ,
पेरिस से
इसीलिए
पहले
तो।
शो था. He had
इसीलिए
come.
तो आपने लंदन में अटेंड किया था?
नहीं, पेरिस
पेरिस में।
में. But वो आया था स्पेशल अपीयरेंस इन एम्स्टर्डम जो पेरिस से पहले उसका शो था वहाँ पे.
अच्छा,
तो हम लोग
ओके।
को लगा शायद पेरिस में भी आ जाए.
तो आप टेलर स्विफ्ट क्यों जा रहे हो? हम स्विफ्टी हो।
Yeah,
Oh,
I
bus,
love
bro.
her.
तो लाइक आप उसके म्यूजिक फैन हो या फिर स्विफ्टी हो?
नहीं, मैं उसकी म्यूजिक
Music fan of
I really like how she composes and writes and does everything on her own.
She's like one of the greatest performers
She is.
in this generation. But like, tell me craziest experiences in gigs. कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसे देखा हुआ 4-5 कॉन्सर्ट्स में कि लोग कुछ
और
ना
उसके
कुछ
बाद
share
उनकी
करते
स्टोरी
हैं।
होती है एवरी कॉन्सर्ट, नहीं मेट्रो आफ्टर कॉन्सर्ट, मेट्रो
But
पे
guys,
भीड़ होती है।
honestly, मैंने वहाँ पे इतनी पार्टी नहीं करी है. I have gone to concerts. I really have gone to concerts, but I hardly go partying.
Yeah,
Because it's boring as fuck.
really?
Yeah, because there's no commercial music. Like you don't understand the music. It's either reggae or Afro. Because it's very dominated by Moroccans and Algerians. So there's a lot of Afro music playing all the time in the clubs or Spanish. So after a while, after 5 to 10 songs, you're just like, मैं क्या करूँ?
No.
हाँ. And it's like a
तो वहाँ पे भी होंगे ना बॉलीवुड थोड़े डीजेस एंड ऑल?
कुछ नहीं
अब।
कोई बॉलीवुड डीजे नहीं, सिर्फ एक गाना पता है, तुनुक तुनुक तुन, that's it. उसके
That's what
अलावा
my friend says, bro, कि वहाँ जाके हम लोग नॉर्मल डीजे भी प्ले करेंगे ना अपने देसी like the देसी गाने, तो हम लोग को easy gigs मिलेंगे, easy gigs.
हाँ,
वो तो है 100%.
एक दोस्त मेरा वैसे ही कर रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, धर्मेंद्र, वो वही कर रहा है, वो उधर इधर उधर
उधर
गया
क्या
और
बॉलीवुड गाने बजाते हैं?
खाली बॉलीवुड बजाते और फुल पावर में।
बट उसका
अच्छा
कभी एम्प्टी गिग्स जाते नहीं होंगे, आई कैन
नहीं,
गारंटी दैट,
एक दिन
बिकॉज़
नहीं गया।
ऑल द इंडियंस आर क्रेजी बिहाइंड
But guys, English speaking country में it's more easier to find yourself in a Bollywood place than it is to find yourself in a European country where the language is totally different from English.
Yes.
Because my English is treated like a secondary language, right? So English गाने इतने कम बजते तो Bollywood तो बहुत दूर की
That's true. Also, I wanted to ask about Paris, like this whole year, last year से जैसे चालू हुआ है, so much protest and so much things. So does it affect the like student life and the normal life, or is it exterior of like y'all?
I think in a way it does impact because all these wars are interrelated, right? Because we are from India, we do not relate to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But then for them, it's like जैसे Ukraine, Russia का हुआ. We have so many students from Ukraine and from Russia. So it does make a lot of tensed tense atmosphere for the faculty, for the college, for us also, because now we're in the same group. People are talking about it. Everything's going on. Bombings are happening, whatever. So it does get really tense for us to, just be very selective of speaking to each other. So yeah, and it's very real.
Protest या कुछ rally कुछ
Because
देखते रहते हैं।
Paris, it's a lot of things. They burn the buses, they burn the public property, and
अभी
it's
ये पूरा
crazy.
labor union.
Yeah, I read about it.
It was crazy. मतलब our college was shut for 4 days straight. Metro lines were not working. We couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't reach anywhere.
Yeah.
It was very shitty. There was garbage everywhere in the city. I kid you not. There was piles and piles and piles of garbage on every road. It was shitty. It was
normal main road of the city.
Yeah, because वो लोग ने protest किया कि we're not going to pick it up.
Oh.
Okay.
So the entire city was smelling, and the entire city is full of rats. It is full of rats. These big rats.
Bro.
So
खाली बैंगलोर का हाल नहीं है.
It's bad. It's bad.
It's kind of same thing as in Bangalore. So Bangalore, they protest like last time. The labor people, they only pick the garbage twice a week. So between the 3 days, it's the whole Bangalore. It like smells so bad. It's all because
Come
of
to
this.
Paris. Come to Paris.
I thought Paris is the like love city and all. तो इतना एकदम beautiful होगा. I did not know इतना गंदगी है.
It is beautiful, but it is the biggest home for homeless people and rats.
Yeah.
Wow, the irony.
The rats also.
People.
Yeah. You go to Eiffel Tower, you will see this big rats.
On
everywhere.
Random
Niche, just walking like humans. तुम सीन पे जाके बैठो रिवर पे, they will just walk ऐसे तुम्हारे बाजू में से like
Ratatouille just
आराम
got
से.
real.
It's bad, it's bad.
I don't know about
अभी
this.
bug infestation भी तो हुआ इतना सारा पेरिस में. Metros were shut.
So are they working, like, is the government or they're working? No.
क्योंकि वहाँ पे homeless, because they take in refugees, right?
Yeah.
A lot of them. So it is filled with so many homeless people that even if the laborer people are working, मतलब उनको एकदम minimum wage job भी तो तुम दो 500 या 600 euros to provide something. It is going to go in the rent. So what they do is they take a mattress, they buy a mattress, they buy a क्या बोलते हैं
Sleep bag and all.
sleep bag, and then they sleep on the road because वो लोग खाएंगे क्या और रहेंगे कहाँ?
The kind of same which is happening in America right now.
America is shit, bro.
America, it's a downfall.
It's shit. It's shit. It's a scam. It's
So
the
आपने
biggest
Paris
scam.
choose किया?
I did not choose it. It just landed. I always wanted to go to Italy for my shuka thing. I wanted to go there, learn that, but then life had other plans. And I just needed to get out of yours. I was just like, I'll take that chance.
आप जैसे हम लोग बोल रहे हैं ना अमेरिका के बारे में, sorry, तो I don't think so many people understand that what a big downfall is going there in like America. And about everything, if you take labor work, if you take how the MNCs are taking over everything, how public right and public authority has become so much, the whole LGBTQ drama and everything, it's I don't know.
See, basically, to sum it up, these are all economic wars that are going on or that will happen, which is going to lead to the downfall of America. But in totality, America will never fall because everything that we own, even in this house right now, take your phone, take your laptop, these speakers, it's owned by people who live there.
Yeah.
Who have market shares bigger than all of us.
Bigger than the
bigger than everything who run this shit. Okay? Yeah. So it's really difficult and it's really complicated for us to totally disassociate with those things in life. And other than that, America has no natural resources. Yeah. So all these wars in the Middle East or Europe or here and there, it's because they want to be able to get their hands on the resources. Take it, मतलब gas हो गया, gold हो गया, oil हो गया. They have nothing of their own.
That's why they're trying to overpower these nations and, you know, just handling the power.
Exactly. Because they need to set a base for these things to, you know, be under their control.
I think the political, like, the whole accommodation is really bad. They're just giving power to people like anything. Like, you want to do this, okay, do this. Yeah. And that's bad. Because मैं अभी जब देख रहा हूँ ना, since last 7 years I've been counting on it and it's just going downhill. It's just going downhill.
Bro, it's a scam. I feel like with every generation, people are getting, I would say 5% people are getting smarter, but the rest 95% are getting dumber.
Oh,
so those 5% people who are aware and who want other people to know are trying their best to show it to them. And only 5%, other 5% would succeed. Yeah. But the rest are still masses. So it's like a puppet show.
It's like a bot life. Yeah. They don't even care.
They don't care. People are ignorant because everybody, at the end of the day, everybody's just like, हमको हमारा देखना है, हमको हमारा करना है. Nobody gives a fuck about what's actually happening in the world.
Yeah. Same यार, घर पे भी वही होता है. वो एक generation gap भी हो जाता है शायद कि like, तो आप जो बोल रहे हो कि 90 कितने % है? 90%. तो लोग की एज क्या होती है? Are they old or?
I think they're all middle-aged and old.
Yeah, इसीलिए थे उनको क्या?
But also
हम लोग को क्या हम लोग करेंगे वैसा?
But I also feel like it's the Gen Z, bro. It's the Gen Z.
वो मेरे को बात करनी है Gen Z की. बोलो आप.
मतलब the younger generation after the 2000s, I feel like it's a downfall. Yeah. Or I would say at least 2003 के बाद तो it's total gone. Cover भी नहीं, because see you also you kids मतलब
we are also 2021.
But I would still say that we can still relate.
Yeah.
You have seen that initial phase where technology was brimming, but not so much. Not so much.
You have seen when the technology was not there, it came and now it's growing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a huge difference. और लोगों का awareness भी उस हिसाब से बढ़ता है ना.
But हम लोग हमेशा से मतलब हमसे बड़े जो है ना, उन लोग के साथ ही बड़े हुए हैं. तो वो शायद हम लोग को हेल्प बहुत किया है.
क्योंकि तुम लोग के सबके भाई बहन होंगे या ऐसे, वही बोल रही हूँ कि उसके बाद का तो it's like
because I think they don't care about anything. Like
हाँ वो
the people, the kids who are born after 2005 or 6, they don't care about anything as in anything.
उनके
They're
घर
just
नहीं
like
पड़ी
yeah,
हुई
yeah.
आपको,
They
उन
don't
लोग
care
को बस
about their house or anything.
I think it's total white brainwashing, bro.
उन
It's
लोग को बस
total
वही
white
जो मैं सोच
brainwashing.
रहा हूँ वो नॉर्मलाइज होना चाहिए,
चाहिए.
that's it bro.
पर वही तो चाहिए ना, वही that's what the propaganda of the entire whitewashing
हाँ
thing
भाई
is. कि they want everything to be
भी
so
नॉर्मल.
normalized
Hmm.
that अगर कल उठ के किसी का रेप हो रहा है, they'll just be like,
ओके मैं तो लड़की हूँ,
it's
मैं तो
normalized. It's
बहुत
like
गंदा
that.
चल
I
रहा
think
है
it is gonna be normalized in a few years because I've seen the whole graph. Now pedophilia is they are trying to normalize pedophilia,
Did you look at the flag that they've made?
हाँ
The
वो
new
yeah.
blue,
for pet, yeah.
pink, yellow and white.
Yeah,
Blue,
yes,
yellow and
yes. कल ही देखा मैंने, and I was like, man, America.
और वो लोग बोला कि
This is America.
they are not a part of
America.
LGBTQ, वो लोग part
Yeah,
है उससे.
they're not a part, but then they're faking it in a way where they
हाँ,
are.
क्योंकि everyone's getting a flag, so it's normal. If you are getting a flag, it's normal. आपका एक say है, आप करो जो करना है, बस एक flag ला लो, तो आप legal हो. मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ.
But flag, sorry, continue.
नहीं, मैं पूछ रही थी, मैं तुम लोग को एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकती हूँ क्या?
हाँ, of course.
What do you think? How many genders are there?
मैं
This is my favorite question.
अरे कल एक reel देखा मैंने.
मैं खाली एक सिंपल बोल सकता हूँ 99 plus others.
Really?
Yeah, because
Why, bro?
like this is a joke part, but I think there are only two genders.
Yes.
One is X and X chromosome. One is X and Y chromosome. That is like the base of anything what we have learned as a human. क्योंकि हम लोग ने सालों से वही पढ़ा है. अभी कितना भी अथॉरिटी दे दो, कितना भी रूल्स बना दो, मेरे लिए
तो
वो
वो
वही रहेंगे.
नॉर्मल कर दोगे, पर जेंडर तो वही है ना
ब्रो. साइंस सबसे पहले आएगा ब्रो. नहीं, मैंने सबसे अच्छा जोक इसलिए पढ़ा था कि if you'll what up? Oh, if you'll ऐसा कि if you leave 10 what was that? Yeah, if you leave 10 men and 10 women and 10 transgender men, transgender women on an island, and after 100 years when you'll come, there'll be bones of 20 men and 10 women. So it's like, it's basic, it's not gonna change whatever we do. और मैं वही बोला था क्योंकि अभी ऐसा हो गया, इतनी अथॉरिटी दे दी, it's like कि okay, you want to be that, okay, you are this, okay, you want to be that, you're this. Now they're becoming animals, bro, and literally we going back.
There is no point or stop or limit.
फिर वो बोलते हैं जोक भी नहीं मार सकते हम लोग, तो क्या ही मतलब है ब्रो.
नहीं ब्रो,
एक जोक नहीं मारा अगर मैं टेबल के लिए. तो स्पीच कितना मतलब कितना सोच के बोलना पड़ता है आजकल यार. एक रील देखा था कि एक वो वाला एक पता नहीं कोई एक्टिविस्ट होती है, वो कोई वीडियो ले रहा होता है और वो उसको कुछ बोल रहा है तो वो खाली चिल्ला रही है, ऐसे करके चिल्ला रही है पागल, और वो ऐसे चुप है फिर भी बोले जा रहा है, फिर भी वो चिल्ला रही है, फिर चली गई.
But because they don't want, I think this was a whitewashing. They don't want to hear the truth or the reality.
Exactly. It's like their own bubble in their own.
Yeah.
And सबका वही हो गया.
That is true.
सबका उधर से शुरू हुआ और इधर तक आ गया है बहुत सारी.
But West influence बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है इंडिया में. मैंने ये.
But guys, मतलब in totality, I think we fail to realize, like coming back to my older point, मैं बोल रही थी कि the generation or the gap that is there. पहले the entire news for us about what was happening in the world was just TV for our parents and also for us for a very long time.
Yeah.
We felt like the government is protecting us or the news is the real news. But as we grow up and the technology is advancing and people are understanding.
Now we know it's all just...
Nothing is private anymore.
Exactly. Nothing is private. It's scary, but it's also resourceful if you use it the right way.
Yeah.
To understand what the fuck is actually happening.
But we also now know that media is overtaken by the big giants and we're just feeding, like they're just feeding the masses what they want to feed.
But this is the problem. We have realized it now, but this has been going on for
since long. Yeah.
ऐसी बहुत सारी चीजें खाली मीडिया का.
I'm not even lying. I tell my parents and I tell my family that what are you watching the news? It's not good. But
फिर वो उसके काउंटर में बोलते हैं कि ये पॉडकास्ट से तेरे को बहुत मिलता है क्या?
I mean,
सुन के बहुत.
They're like news just, bro. It's like it's bigger than delusion. If you will say them कि news पे जो दिखा रहे हैं वो सब scripted है by the giants. They are controlling the media.
वो मानेंगे नहीं.
They're like, नहीं, news is तो main है, ये तो सबको पढ़ना है.
Pure deception. This is deception.
But it's funny for me because हम लोग ऐसे genders की बातें कर like हम लोग बैंगलोर में थे ना, there it was too risky to even talk about anything.
Really?
And not even talking because
में बहुत है.
बहुत मुंबई से ज्यादा है.
And I'm saying from personal experience because see, I respect your sexuality. I'm not talking about sexuality, or if you are like, if you like gay people, if you like lesbian people, that's upon you, sexuality. But if you are in a public place, I don't want that to be your identity.
Yes.
That's the only problem. They take that as their personality. If there's a gay guy, he can behave a normal person, like a normal person. But they take it as their own personality that they have to showcase all around with their clothing, with their everything. Okay, now it's like, okay, they can wear what they want. We can wear what. That's okay.
fine.
But it's overdoing as per me. And when I see that a lot, I don't like it. If we go pubs, if we go bars, there's always people who are trying to overdo that. We don't want to know. हमने अपना flag नहीं बनाया ना.
I was just thinking that.
State का flag है क्या?
But I think it's more of having this validation of being unique.
Yeah.
Where everybody is straight because you want to be a part of something that is different and not like the rest. So you get a little superiority over other genders. That's what I feel like because, like you said, we are not asking for a flag. We've never asked for a flag. Then if this is normal, if this is whatever you say this is, then why do you need a flag for it?
Exactly.
No.
Why do you want to be different? First you're saying कि include us as a normal thing, then you're trying to.
और फिर normal treat करते हैं तो वो लोग specialty मांगते हैं.
Exactly.
But I think ये पूरा जो base चालू हुआ था ना, they have gone around and just fucked their own case because if we see now they don't really want anything. Like if you'll ask, they don't know what they want. They just want the highlight. So now, as per my thought process, it's like if we are normal people, we want our work to showcase and then we'll go get the spotlight.
Yes.
Like we want something which we create or something which we do, which gives the value so that we'll get the attention or we'll get the views or eyes on us. But now the whole scenario is like, they're just like, okay, come and watch me. Come and, just highlight me. And that I've noticed recently, like a couple months. Because people who really don't know what the fuck to do in the life or, how to give value to the society or anything, they're just like, okay, now watch me.
Who don't want to do anything.
And they're just like, okay, why are you not watching me? Why are you not liking me? Why are you not, just sharing and showing that superiority? But it's...
camera ले लेंगे एक नया और
exactly.
I went to this LGBTQ parade for the first time over there, okay, and it's huge. It's
okay.
Massive, okay, like the entire city is closed for a day. And they march from like one end to the other end or पागलों की तरह public है मतलब पागलों की तरह. So they have kids also in the parade. They have
naked old people, bro.
Old people भी नहीं. It's so it's disgusting to watch because you are bringing your small little kids to watch other people just not wear anything and
bro.
that is going
Are you serious? They're not wearing anything?
Bro, naked
they dress. Yeah, they dress however the fuck they want to dress in the name of.
Is it legal though? Like, but
bro,
public showcasing is not good.
पुलिस कुछ नहीं कर सकती bro.
पुलिस कुछ नहीं कर सकती. The entire city is closed for a day. There is only and only LGBTQ parade.
वो issue और बढ़ जाएगा उधर उल्टा अगर कुछ करेंगे तो पुलिस.
But that is going on. See, that's what I'm saying. Like the West influence is coming because that's happening in Surat. That's happening in India. You saw the Surat parade. You saw that.
I did.
Bro, my friend from Bangalore is like, hey, what the hell is happening in Surat? I'm like, bro, like if it's happening in Bangalore, Mumbai, Surat is the new upcoming, like it is the new upcoming main city of the India. And I know that. I've seen that in last 10 years. And when it's coming here, I know it's like a big thing.
I feel like when I was in school, like growing up and all this LGBTQ concept was made to मतलब जब हम लोग को समझाया हाँ like
we're just growing.
That time it felt like कि हाँ चलो भाई ठीक है love is love.
Love is love. They are also for the rights जो हम लोग के पास है.
But then now with this like you said 99 plus Even they don't know how many genders exist.
Every
what
day
is
there's
this?
a new
Yeah.
gender.
Have you heard this? What is this cis woman? I'm a straight woman. I'm not a cis
Yeah,
woman.
bro.
Okay,
The
okay.
same thing KK told
So
us.
basic, yeah. So
Yeah.
basically,
I was
it's
like-
like there are trans women,
Uh-huh.
there are straight women, and
Uh-huh.
not straight women. There are cis women apparently.
Oh,
So
straight
like, what
woman
the
or
fuck?
cis woman?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is a cis woman?
They're just
What
trying
the
to include everybody in that parameter.
category?
Yeah.
Cis woman, I'm a
Ah.
sister.
No,
It's like if you're
somebody who has a womb and who can reproduce naturally is like a cis woman. I'm like, what the fuck
They're
is a
just
cis
creating
woman?
terms, bro. I just think that.
देख तो अभी वो लोग बोल रहे कि someone who can produce naturally.
हाँ.
तो अगर मैं ऐसे कल उठ के मैं बोलूँ कि identify as a woman, तो मेरा rights क्या है? मैं भी मैं बच्चा दे सकता
Bro,
हूँ.
देख
पर मैं legal तो हूँ
वही
ना,
तो।
because I identify as a woman, bro. वो लोग कितना अलर्ट रहना पड़ता है, ब्रो. अगर कल मैंने एक वीडियो देखा कि एक ह्यूज बंदा था, ब्रो. उसने एक ड्रेस पहना हुआ था और लंबे बाल थे, दाढ़ी थी फुल. वो जा रहा था किड्स वॉशरूम में और उसकी एक मॉम और एक चाइल्ड ऐसे थी. तो उसकी मॉम उसको रोक रही थी कि यू कांट गो इन देयर बिकॉज यू आर अ मेल, यू आर ग्रोन एस मैन, आपको दाढ़ी है, आप अंदर नहीं जा सकते. मैं नहीं जाने दूंगा आपको क्योंकि मेरी बेटी अंदर है, आपको नहीं जाना. तो कितना अलर्ट रहना पड़ता है उन लोग को कि कहीं पे भी उन लोग को फाइट करना पड़ता है कि नहीं ये सही नहीं है, ये गलत है, ये गलत है.
तुम लोग ने ये अमेरिका का केस देखा था? थोड़ा टाइम पहले आया था. It was in the news. So there was this guy who had raped 2-3 women and he was found guilty or whatever, and then he was called to the court for the hearing, and before the hearing he put himself identifying as a woman, and while the court found him guilty and whatever, they put him in a women's jail.
Oh yeah. Oh,
बोला था.
damn, bro.
So what's the fucking
literally a
point?
rapist is there around women. They've kept the rapist around women just because
He identified as a woman.
But that was his bro. It's so
I fear my child, bro.
Me
मेरा
too,
बच्चा
bro.
होगा, bro.
Me too, because they are going to grow up in such a fucked up society. And let me tell you, it is only going to get worse.
Yes.
yeah.
Like,
That I
trust
know.
me, it is only going to get worse. from
You must have
so-
seen very closely क्योंकि आप पेरिस में थे. हम लोग को खाली थोड़ा ही पता है क्योंकि आपने रैली देखी, आपने रैली नहीं देखी.
नहीं.
मैंने तो नहीं देखी.
नहीं, पर I think मैं जब यहाँ पे थी, my information or my perception on things was very limited.
Yeah.
As much as I was learning, like trying to understand what is going on in the West, when you are there,
Yeah.
you see, you talk to people, you understand what exactly is going on, and because you have international students around you, you know what is going on in their countries, how it's like, the oppression, the people who are oppressed. Matlab, take the Middle East. I have so many friends from there. Listening to their stories, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I could never relate to this shit.
Yeah.
This friend I have from Iran, okay, and her name is, I wouldn't, chalo.
Yeah.
So it was just like one day she just walked into the class and we were talking, like we were having a conversation. She is a little, you know, ऐसे वो डरी डरी रहती है थोड़ी, like सहमी types.
Because of her
Yeah,
previous.
in her nature, she's very sensitive that way. So, matlab, she was sad or something, and we asked her what happened. She's like, nothing. Matlab, my friends they were protesting and they're just going to be hanged.
Ooh.
So
Back in your country.
yeah, and I was just like, it's very normal for us. And I just took a deep breath and I was just like, we cannot understand the oppression that they come from. Like, it's so difficult, and with everything that is going on, you cannot. Matlab, we cannot even imagine because we are still in our bubble, bro.
Yeah.
We are still
Safe bubble, comfort.
There is this guy I have from Bronx, okay? वो अपनी वो पता है अपन ये rap सुनते हैं, all this gang shit, murdering shit. We know, we like to listen to it, but we don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
When he tells us stories about how it's so normal for people in their neighborhood to actually just kill each other,
Or stab anyone.
and all these Kendrick raps that we sing but we can't relate to.
Yes.
But when you listen to these things, you're just like, fuck, this is so real. Like, I've never been in this
अपने
circle to
Compton
understand.
बोलते हैं ब्रो, पर उधर जाए तो गांड फट जाए.
Compton is not a good town, bro.
अपने लिए नहीं है.
Yeah. First of all, they don't appreciate any international people coming there.
Yeah.
After the Compton name has hyped so much. But
अच्छा है ब्रो, क्योंकि देख अगर मैं जा रहा हूँ मेरे से अच्छा बने, आई एम लाइक कि हाँ ये लोग तो अच्छे हैं, मैं घुस गया, one mistake bro and I'm dead bro. उधर मैं मर
bro, the same thing. So I was like there was this podcast and इसमें like कि like that neighborhood is all, blood neighborhood. Okay. Blood and crib things. So there was his friends and all coming from India, like they're NRIs and all. Okay, so they just came. And morning mein, the father, he was just going out for a jog. Okay, but he wore a blue shirt in the blood
You can't
neighborhood.
wear it. You
And he was
can't
just walking, bro. He was just jogging. And there are like 4 or 5, just people just, bro, it's so mad. You can't even wear anything.
You
Just
can't.
imagine you're going to a random neighborhood and you're wearing blue shorts and you're jogging and people coming and just like, "Ki,
कितने नवरे
why
लोग होंगे ना?
are you wearing this in our
कितने
neighborhood?"
नवरे?
But the culture is in their blood, bro.
Blood.
That's what I've
वो
seen.
तो है.
They don't fake it. They don't fake it at
वो
all.
तो है.
They don't want anything. They're just like, this
And
is
they
the
follow
culture.
through.
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं कि वो लोग
They live
brainwash किए होंगे, ऐसा नहीं, पर like वही culture है.
Yeah, and since the years they are living it the culture and they don't mind anything. Just like, okay, we are like this, we are like this. We don't mind anything.
हम लोग को नहीं पढ़ी है. हम गाने
But getting back on the LGBT card, I wanted to say this. You said कि they don't know the, like, we talked about like, they don't know really what they want. And I think it's because they have included so much. So when it started with LGB, lesbian, gay, first it was LG, okay, lesbian and gay. Then the bisexual added. They were like, okay, I'm both, okay. Then the transgender were like, why are you not calling us? Why are you not giving us the space? And the place which we belong to. They're like, okay, you also. Then Q came, then plus. So I think now they have made it like a, khichdi or something. Because first when it was lesbian and gay, it was like really respectful because that is natural. You can be attracted to the same, same sex or anything. But when you include everything in one bracket, it's...
You just become savages.
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't make sense. I can't give the same respect, or same space to that and that because they're completely different on parameters.
We did this experiment in Paris.
Okay.
Because I think we all go through a phase where we are thinking for ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
and the first thing we think is our sexuality, bro.
Yeah. So we did this experiment where we went out to gay clubs.
Okay.
And we just spoke to people. And we were like, we are trying to figure ourselves out. So we just need to hear your story, that how did you figure it out? I might be offensive, but...
it's okay. Triggering dogs.
Yeah, like, I don't... But it was more like every person that I spoke to, or every story that I heard, it just kind of sounded like they just needed some therapy.
Oh,
okay.
Honestly, because a lot of this, I feel like they just lack validation from their own self, or they have daddy issues, like deep-rooted daddy issues, mostly in females, where they felt like they had to be, very masculine in order to protect their identity or their mothers or their families or whatever.
Yeah.
And while they were speaking, you can actually hear it for yourself. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
And you're just like, bro, you just need some
therapy. Body dysmorphia.
You just need some therapy. That's it. That's all. So
but it's too late for them now.
But I think they don't agree to the therapy part because
they agree. And I don't know, I feel like they've put themselves so much out there that for them to come back
to
themselves, even though they know it, because they are constantly struggling because they're not happy.
Why?
They don't understand only, they're not happy only because they want this also, but they want that also.
Wow.
So it's like,
good point.
Yeah, I've spoken to so many people who are like, yeah, we agree and we want to come back to ourselves, but we think it's too late. That we've done so much in the name of this. That
society की थोड़ा वो खुद accept नहीं कर पाएंगे इतना जल्दी.
I think वो dark space में एक बार चल जाते ना कि it's too hard to pull them back. But I agree to you like in a bit in this, but I think it's person to person, and I really think because of them there are kids who are becoming. Just imagine if you're in America, you're 12 years old, okay, you're 14 years old. Just fucked up, some shit happened because every family has some problems. If you have a perfect family, that's rare. And you may be lucky for that because no family is perfect. There are some problems which you have to go to, and that's life. So if there's some problem going on, you think a lot, and somebody told you because in schools LGBTQ parade is going on. They are telling so much.
वो लोग curriculum में बच्चों को पढ़ा रहे हैं. Like
you can go to any doctor and just do a sex change therapy when you're 12, when you're 14, without your parents' consult,
Yes.
they don't need a consult anymore. That's the most fucked up part. Because when I read about it, they're like, if you're 12 in America, in the whole of the USA, you can go to any doctor. He'll give you a date and he'll do your sex change therapy. After,
Fucked up.
when you're 22, 23, you'll be like, what the fuck did I
अब मैं
do?
क्या करूँ bro?
What the fuck did I do? I was living just like a lie.
तो
'Cause
tattoo है ना bro, tattoo
bro,
है
when puberty hits, I'll tell you, like, we know a lot of things. इतना
Change.
thoughts
Yeah.
rush होते हैं पूरे mind में. And it relates to everything, like our relationship with our parents, family, what we are doing in life. और उस time पे, if we have the right to do all this shit, it's like really bad.
So-
Like, oh, I don't completely.
जो लोग बहुत पहले से मतलब जब LGBTQ रैलीज एंड जब राइट्स शुरू हुए वो लोग जो पहले गे थे एंड दे केम आउट, तो वो लोग आजकल की सिचुएशन को कैसे देखते होंगे? Are they with them? Do they agree or?
I believe in a lot of scenarios, people who are genuine
Yeah.
in their likings, I feel like they are very authentic people to talk to because they will
Yeah.
not stand with this shit. And I've spoken to people like that, and they're much older.
Yeah.
They're just like us, but they're not going out there and asking for validation or asking and doing all these
Yeah.
extra things to, they're just like us.
They just be normal
That's how
humans.
it's supposed to be, no?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to ask for validation to be normal. They take themselves and they're confident in themselves because they know.
Yeah.
All of this chaos only happens when you don't know.
Yeah. वो बेल चाल है जैसे कि everyone is trying तो चलो I'll also try and
Try.
वो
then
वही मैंने बोला कि
क्यों सब people accepting me I'm getting
Normalizing.
I'm getting
नॉर्मलाइजिंग का तो मेरे को समझ नहीं आता बिकॉज मैं जब ये चीज स्कूल में बोलता था ना तो लाइक माय फ्रेंड्स आर लाइक कि व्हाई यू बीइंग लाइक एक तो ये होमोफोबिया बना दिया है वर्ड ब्रो कोई भी चीज कोई कुछ बोले तो उसको होमोफोबिया अरे ब्रो मैं कन्वर्सेशन मेरा थॉट प्रोसेस भी है ना एक आई एम नॉट अ होमोफोबिया ब्रो आई हैव फ्रेंड्स हु आर गे आल्सो लाइक आई हैव 2 or 3 friends who are gay and one is a lesbian couple so I know but they don't pretend like anything they just pretend like normal humans and that's what I appreciate but मैं स्कूल में जब होता था मैंने यही बोला कि वो होता है ना कि एक चिड़िया को इतना देते जाएंगे कि वो पूरे गांव को लेके आ जाएगी और सब मांगने लगेगी दैट्स व्हाट इज हैपनिंग बस वो वो ग्रो होते ब्रो इतना बड़ा पैरामीटर हो गया ना बस फ्रॉम स्कूल आई हैव सीन दिस फ्रॉम स्कूल टाइम मैं जब कॉलेज भी गया था तब भी मैं ये बोलता था लाइक विद माय फ्लैटमेट आल्सो सो ही वाज लाइक कि
उनका राइट्स है
yeah उनका राइट्स है but now when I talk to him he's like हाँ bro थोड़ा गलत तो हो रहा है बहुत extra because I'm seeing people like 200 people are just barking on a road on a road and they're trying to say that we are dogs or we like cats and it's real we're laughing on this but it is real and
so what about the climate activist people मतलब वो लोग भी ऐसे सीमेंट अपना हाथ ऐसे कहीं पे रोड पे सीमेंट कर देते हैं वैसे
guys climate change is a hoax
क्या बात कर रहे हो
मैं मानता ही नहीं लोग
it is a hoax
मैंने फर्स्ट एपिसोड में बोला था किसी ने माना ही नहीं था
it is a hoax people it's another conversation to be had but I just feel like people just want to all these big giants they're just minting money out of us to make us in a certain way in the name of environment or whatever भाई दुनिया बहुत साल से चल रही है अर्थ बहुत साल से घूम रहा है every 100 years or 200 years it shifts the everything shifts and it's still going so if this had to give up it would have given up
exactly
so it doesn't matter how much our technology is advancing or not advancing or whatever it's not going to change because we're just a blip like हम बहुत से planet पे हैं तो ये सब चुप अच्छा चलो मुझे एक बात बताओ तुम लोग को क्या लगता है मून लैंडिंग सही में हुई थी
मून लैंड तूने बोल दिया अपना तेरा बोल दे पहले फिर
मून लैंडिंग हाँ मैं बोला ना ऐसे 80% है 80% नहीं है पर मेरे को लगता नहीं कि हुआ है एकदम मेरे पास ऐसे रीजन नहीं है मैं ऐसे कोरेट मेरा वो नहीं है कि मैं उसको बैक कर सकूं कि नहीं हुआ पर मैं खुद से मानता हूँ कि नहीं हुआ
मेरे हिसाब से क्यों नहीं है
बिलीव नहीं कर पाता मैं उसको
क्योंकि फर्स्ट पॉइंट उस टाइम पे इतना वर्ल्ड अफेयर्स जो चल रहे थे यूएसएसआर का लाइक अगर लोग जाके पढ़ेंगे तो उनको पता चलेगा कि उस टाइम पे इतना प्रॉब्लम्स था कि अगर अमेरिका नहीं करती तो फिर the higher power USSR को as a whole मिल जाता. तो और second point मेरा है कि we don't have any interviews, any wordings, anything of the people who came back.
Neela Frog just vanished.
And vanished. Why?
Vanished.
Everything, like even the same things which every astronaut जिनका बताया है कि he has landed on the moon, तो उनका वही है कि and मैंने पढ़ा कि ऐसा क्यों है, तो they are like कि they can't live in the normal environment as Earth, so they are उनको 1 साल के लिए ऐसा कुछ अंदर डाल देते हैं और उसके बाद वो लोग मर जा रहे हैं कोई ट्रैजिक इवेंट से. क्योंकि
आर्मस्ट्रांग मरा नहीं था ब्रो, वो फिर आया,
वो अंडरग्राउंड हो गया था एंड देन
फिर एक बार सरफेस भी हुआ था, किसी ने पूछा कि व्हाट अबाउट द मून लैंडिंग, वो कुछ नहीं बोला, भागते भागते चला गया.
ब्रो देख
नहीं, बट देयर आर सो मेनी कॉन्स्पिरेसी थ्योरीज वेयर ही हैज सेड कि नो इट वाज स्टेज्ड.
ब्रो अगर तू देखेगा नील आर्मस्ट्रांग का पोस्ट ही केम बैक, देयर इज नो प्रॉपर एंड आल्सो to continue, there was this astronaut who was in space for 100 days. He came into the Joe Rogan show. Okay. And in NASA and all, it's like if you go to the space and if you stay more than 100 days, so you'll get a badge like of 100 days. So yeah, and as per him, जब Joe Rogan ने भी same question पूछा कि what is about moon landing and the Mars people, तो his answer was कि as we think moon, it's not that close. मतलब human years में it's gonna हम लोग के earth के years में it's gonna take so many years to just go there, you know, reach there, click some photos and you know take the resources and come back. And I don't think it's possible because it's gonna take like 100 years or something. And if they did it, if the America did it in a limited time, in a limited years, I don't think it's possible.
It's not
because it doesn't make sense. और जब मैंने वो conspiracy वाला जो Netflix पे देखा, it all looked like stage because we can see the green screen when जो इधर से नीचे से curtains उठे हुए हैं, like आपको पता है ऐसे मुड़ जाते हैं, like if there's a paper around back में.
तुमने उसका flag देखा है?
वो flag का क्या बोला है पता है उन लोग
क्या
कि वो flag सीधा क्यों था? क्योंकि उन लोग ने एक rod डाला हुआ था.
क्या फ्लैग सीधा था? I don't know about that.
एक बार ना गूगल पे जाना और है ना वो फ्लैग देखना.
हाँ.
How is the flag waving?
अच्छा, there's no air.
What is going on?
वो लोग ने रीजन दिया कि वो फ्लैग मून पे जा रहा है ब्रो, तो ऐसे लटका हुआ थोड़ी रहेगा, तो उन लोग ने एक रॉड लगा दिया, तो मतलब वो सीधा रहेगा.
वो तो भी कैसे ऐसे हवा की तरह हिल.
अरे वेव नहीं हो सकता ना ब्रो, वो बात है.
रीजन दिया उन लोग ने.
It's bullshit. It's at this point. What do you think about the 9/11 guys? Do you think it was?
नहीं, 9/11 तो inside job है, वो तो मैं बोल भी चुका हूँ. वो मैं on paper भी बोल सकता हूँ, कोई मेरे हाथ से डिबेट करेगा, cause इतनी बातें आ गई है ना, इतनी बातें 9/11 की. तुम लोग ने अभी न्यू वाला देखा जो ओसामा बिन लादेन का लेटर रिलीज हुआ है? नहीं. That he wrote to America before he was, because वो पाकिस्तान में था, right? जब he was hiding in Pakistan. So he wrote this letter to America and before the क्या बोलते हैं this happened, and now it has been surfacing on the internet again. I think you both should go and read that. It's but after so many years अभी क्यों रिलीज हुआ है वो?
क्योंकि लोगों को पहले ऐसा लगता था कि वो staged नहीं है ना. People were like I said,
मुझे लगता है ओसामा की डेथ भी स्टेज थी. It was not the real Osama.
You know ना कि he used to work for the CIA before.
Yeah.
He was a part of.
Bro, he was the informer of the CIA.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they just.
आपको पता है ओसामा को कैसे मारा था?
कैसे? मतलब मिलिट्री बेस, स्पेशल फोर्सेस बेस नहीं, बॉम्ब कर दिया था आई थिंक.
नहीं, मिलिट्री स्पेशल फोर्स. You know what? This is written in the CIA article. Osama was in a farm, okay?
Yeah.
And they got an information that it is there. To confirm it is Osama, somebody sneaked in as a maid or something. He or she got the underwear of Osama. They did a DNA test. Yeah, bro. I'm not even lying, bro. When I read this, I was like, what the fuck is going on in America? They did a test and they were like, okay, this is Osama. Then the army and like whatever the police cops, the special forces, they went in and they killed Osama. And that also, Osama, I don't think it's right because that was staged. I think it wasn't the real Osama because jab unne mara, so they were like a blast happened. That's why we could not show the face and couldn't recognize.
It's the same with सिर्फ हिटलर वाला
मेरे
हिटलर
दिमाग में just वही आया.
मुंह में मार दिया उसने फेस में
वो तो बंकर
But
चला गया था
nobody has found his body. I don't know. I am not
वो लोग ने
sure.
बोला कि the
but-
body they found ना वो एक लड़की की थी
ब्रो हिटलर
But
का
there are so many conspiracies around that also. कि Hitler didn't die. He didn't die.
आप हिटलर का वही है ना कि हिटलर एंड द होल ऑफ द व्हाट डू यू से दैट what was his army called?
Nazi.
Nazis.
Mm.
The whole of the Nazis, like whoever the main general and all, so they had a city in Argentina,
Mm.
Buenos Aires. Near that there's a small town.
Mm.
And if you go right, like
I know.
yeah, so if you go still now, like if you go to that city or like that town, you'll see photos on, like you'll see the frames of the generals of Nazis.
Mm.
So the Nazis who were not killed or who were not arrested,
migrated
and they migrated to Argentina. Yeah. Bro, the whole of that is majority Germans. And they like the kids there are literally like the kids of the people who killed Jews, and it's been going on since like that was the same thing in the Tarantino movie, which is that Brad Pitt, Inglourious Bastards. The same thing was shown in that movie also, but nobody believes it because I think the same thing happened. Hitler was in the bunker when that all thing like thoda niche ho gaya ki haan theek hai, Hitler is died now. Then the generals came and Hitler, I think he did not do anything. He went underground when he went to Argentina, but I think he lived his life more than
natural
that. Yeah, a natural death.
Talking about movies, what do you think about the whole Hollywood and satanic shit that has
that's
been
right.
going on? This is my favorite topic in the world, guys. This is my most favorite topic in the entire world right now.
अभी तो एक्टर्स प्रोटेस्ट भी चल रहा था पूरा. You must know about it. हाँ, मेरे हिसाब से यही है कि until and unless the good art is coming out, I don't mind it. But जो even in music industry and cinema industry, the way they are worshipping the devil, the way they are glorifying Satanism, I don't like that. And we can see it because we read about things, but a normal people, they can't even recognize that.
It's so much of symbolism,
yeah,
that people are just blindly following. They don't even know what it means, and it's so scary. It's so scary, and this entire Hollywood and music industry just going side by side and creating this. तुम्हें पता है, तुम बहुत सारी movies देखोगे, जो पुरानी movies है, अभी की movies है, ये जो एकदम hit movies है, everything is given to us in plain sight. What do you think you see? It's in plain sight, bro. Like everything that they talk about in a joking way, everything that they show us, it's very real. It's real. Yeah. And people just think it's it's a movie, but it's not. It's not. It's real. तुमने last time अभी जो last Oscars हुए थे, उसमें वो बंदे का नाम मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा. He's a very good director. He's a very big director. तुमने उसकी speech सुनी है? Just listen. Go and listen to his speech. He's called out. पता नहीं, उसकी बहुत सारी movies है. He's a good recognized director. I can't recall his name. Just
Everything Everywhere one.
No, just उसको कुछ मिला नहीं है. He's just
giving a speech,
मतलब hosting. And उसने जो speech दी है, he's called out everyone कि you all pedophiles, like this fucking industry, I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do to me? And everybody who's laughing in the audience is like, you Leo, stop laughing. You Tom Hanks, stop laughing. He said it, and he's like, yeah, people are just going to think this is a joke, but it's not a joke. We don't realize the shit that goes on.
और ये चीज शायद actors ज़्यादा कर रहे हैं, like actors, celebrity और director कम कर रहे हैं. Director को पड़ी नहीं है शायद इन लोग चीज़ें. और
it's in the industry,
it's deep rooted, bro. It's deep rooted.
In the industry.
उन लोग को काम करना है खाली, उसका movie निकालना.
But it's very deep. You read about the entire Jeffrey Epstein island?
Yeah.
The entire list, which was not given out.
Go on.
Not given out, but there were so many suspicions of all celebrities, all big people.
All the big politicians. Like
Everyone.
The so-called current president of America was also there in the list. I'm not even lying, bro.
Everyone, bro. Everyone.
Joe Biden, the
Fuck you.
man, the myth,
The legend तो मैं नहीं बोलूँगी.
the man, the myth,
The clown.
the clown,
Bro.
the masked man.
Bro, how can we not? Bro, when you see him, he looks like a pedophile. Bro.
वो बीच में से शट डाउन हो जाता है.
मैंने ना उसके 2-3 वो देखे थे, कुछ इंटरव्यू या कुछ रील्स में आया था, तो क्या बोलते हैं, मतलब मुझे ऑथेंटिकली देखना था कि ये सच है या नहीं है. आई वेंट बैक टू दैट इंटरव्यू दैट वाज हैपनिंग. सो देयर आर किड्स, ओके, वेयर ही इज गेटिंग पिक्चर्स क्लिक्ड or whatever, yeah, and he's just touching those kids.
You know, he kissed one.
He is touching them so creepy, like feeling him and feeling the girls, and I'm just like, what is this? Like, what the fuck is this?
वो असली में इंसान नहीं है.
वो है, मतलब chameleon like face. पता है, ऐसे बोलते हैं कि he is not
human, cyborg type something.
Someone's controlling him. तो simulation का मानते हो आप?
And so we live in a matrix, bro. I believe in that very thoroughly.
Really?
Yeah, we are मतलब everything has just been given to us, and we've been programmed for such a long time. If you go back into history, like, I don't want to get deep into this rabbit hole of things,
Because कोई समझता नहीं था.
exactly, because वो वही हो जाता है ना, half information और misinformation हो जाती है. So because of that, you don't know where to start.
Yeah.
You don't know where to pinpoint. So every person that I speak to, or every person that I'm talking to about these things, I just tell them one thing, that you have to do this journey on your own. You have to go back to the dawn of everything, and then you start with civilizations, and then everything comes into picture, because religion didn't come first.
Yeah.
Religion didn't come first. It was only when power was established, religion came into picture, because we learned how to live like civilized people.
Yeah.
Then
That's
comes
true.
morality. Okay, like a set of people, after you are living in a civilization, now your basic needs are satisfied, you have a lot of time, everything is, what do you do now? You ponder, right? You ponder upon things. Now you're pondering upon things, so you start to do time pass. Well, you want to party, you want to do this, you want to do that, whatever. Then a certain set of people decide, okay, morally this is right for me. Other people decide, morally this is not right for me. Then these two clash. And then other like-minded people who agree with both sets of people form a group. And now the group is formed. So now comes ego and arrogance. That is the end of us. Like this is all about that, right? Arrogance, pride, ignorance.
Yeah.
Humans are made like that. Like, who has the power? Because our ego fuels
Power
everything.
and authority, the base.
Our ego fuels everything. It starts there.
मैं ऐसे सोचता हूँ कि अपने ह्यूमन फॉर्म में खाली एक
Consciousness है.
कॉन्शियसनेस है, मतलब एक ट्रिप है अपने, खाली एक ह्यूमन ट्रिप है.
100%.
अपना जब डेथ होगा तब
100%.
अपना
यही है bro.
Body रह जाएगा.
और we will be back to our मतलब
Real life.
form. ऐसे अपने एक एलियन है. taken a heavy bong rip.
भाई मैं बोले वाला ये से. और अभी ट्रिप चल रही है. अभी ऐसे जब मरेंगे तब उठेंगे. How was the trip?
It was so crazy, bro. पूरी ट्रिप पर अपने लिए
It's a lifetime, yeah.
और क्योंकि वो एक प्लांट है ना ब्रो,
Ayahuasca.
DMT.
मेरे को भी पूछना था.
Ayahuasca.
और नहीं, वो एक नाम था ब्रो, मैं भूल गया.
वो प्लांट से ही आता है ब्रो.
प्लांट है वो, ayahuasca नहीं है.
Ayahuasca is the process.
नहीं, it's
प्लांट को भी बोलते हैं.
मोस्ट हेवीली हेलुसिनेटिंग एक प्लांट है जो, उसमें क्या होता है कि एक बंदा था, उसने एक स्मोक सम, और उसके बाद 10 मिनट बाद वो जब कॉन्शियस में आया ना, मतलब तो उसने बोला कि आई वाज अ फिश लिविंग इनसाइड वाटर फॉर 5-6 months और 2 years. उसके पास घर था, एक उसका फैमिली था, उधर बच्चा था, सब था. उसके बाद जब वो ऐसे उसका जब वेयर आउट हो रहा था ना, तो उसने उसके दोस्त को पानी दिया, तो पानी पी के थूक रहा है, क्योंकि वी आर नॉट सपोज्ड टू ड्रिंक वाटर, वी आर सपोज्ड टू ब्रीथ वाटर. उसके लिए वैसे वो ट्रिप इतना हेलुसिनेटिंग था उसके लिए. बट मैं समझ, मैं पानी पी रहा हूँ, थूक रहा हूँ ब्रो, क्योंकि मैं फिश था. ब्रो आपने उपासना भी किया ना? हाँ. कैसा रहा वो?
Heavy.
थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करो उपासना for normal people.
Vipassana. So Vipassana. So basically, you're there for 10 days, and you can't talk. Like, you have to go. You can't speak to anybody. Yeah. No phones. No addictions whatsoever. Nothing. It's just you can't write. You can't read. You can't do anything.
Soul cleansing.
You can't do anything, and it's just meditation. My day used to start at 4:45 in the morning.
Damn.
Breakfast, खुद का खाना लो, खुद की प्लेट दो, किसी से बात नहीं करनी है, बैठ रहे सब खा रहे, there's just silence. Go to your meditation, like go to the meditation, you meditate, and then around 10 they give you you're free, then you take a shower, whatever. 12 o'clock your lunch किया, लंच के बाद सीधा वापस मेडिटेशन करो, बीच में ब्रेक मिलता है 1 घंटे का, शाम का चाय और स्नैक्स होती है, अराउंड 4:35 वापस मेडिटेशन करो 6:45 7 डिनर टाइम. और खाने में क्या, डिनर में पोहा और कोई एक सब्जी और
Dinner at 7? Bro.
Not even 7, 6:45. By 7 you have to wash everything and go off.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, your day is done.
और पंखा कुछ नहीं.
नहीं, पंखा was there. The room was okay.
Mattress.
मतलब proper bed. Like there's a room.
Bunker beds.
नहीं, अपना नवसारी के आगे है.
Oh.
अच्छा.
It's very beautiful. बहुत एकदम अंदर है forest के.
And so much like greenery and
Yeah.
nature.
Very beautifully made. Everything is there. But the moment you enter your room and you're alone, because now the entire day you've meditated, right? So your mind has taken the rest, but your body is tired because you're constantly sitting.
Mm-hmm.
Now your body wants to sleep, but your mind is wide awake because it's been
Thinking so.
no, because it's been meditating the entire day, so it's wide awake.
Yeah.
And you can't help it, you can't escape it. You have to face all the feelings that surface because you haven't spoken to anyone. You can't there is no distraction.
All the thoughts, they just come.
You can't escape.
Yeah.
You just cannot. And they tell you on the first day, okay, you will be nauseous after a day. You will feel vomity. You might vomit. You might faint. You might cry like a baby. These symptoms happen. These symptoms are going to happen. Bro, I have cried like a baby, and I don't remember I have cried like that in a while. Still, I have cried every day. I have cried the whole day.
Yeah.
And I've just cried. Yeah.
Of course, it's just coming out.
Yeah.
It's just
and I've just
coming out.
cried. Like, I don't remember ever in my life that I've cried so much.
But you're supposed to talk. You are allowed to talk to the
Just one person. हाँ, जो वहाँ पे होते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं, हमारे जो टीचर टाइप जो होते हैं, हाँ, गुरु जो होते हैं, we can only talk to them. वो भी if you're feeling very overwhelmed or you're not able to sustain or withstand or whatever. So I used to go to her because it got to a point where I was just like, fuck man, no, I need to speak. Yeah. It was horrifying, bro. And after 4 days, your Vipassana actually starts after 4 days. Because till then you're just understanding your breath and how to control that breath. Like, be one. And the moment you do that, like the moment that meditation gets inside of you, it's like you being on LSD without you being on LSD. And I'm not even joking. Because your senses are just like...
Also the hallucination.
Not hallucination, but it's like
just the headspace.
It's like a time trip. It's like a time trip. I meditated, like I was in a seance or whatever. मैंने अपनी आँख खोली. It was just 5 minutes, but it felt like more than an hour. And sometimes it was an hour and it just felt like 5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah.
And they put you in this, after 4 days, they put you in this pod, okay? It's like a lotus pod, individual pods.
Okay.
And the temple is underground.
Okay.
And they put you in this pod. There is nothing. It's just a pod.
Darkness.
There's just light coming from वो ऐसे जाली वाला होता है ना, बस वो जाली में से लाइट आ रही है, तुम्हारा पानी का बॉटल है और क्लॉक है, and you're just there.
Just to see like
the time. नहीं मतलब time to recognize कि मतलब अभी time हो गया बाहर जाने का और बेल बजती है.
Yeah. But it's life changing because
it is.
Yeah.
It is. My mind was a clean. I don't think you being here, me being here, you being here, even if you meditate right now, even for 5 minutes, you constantly have something at the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Matlab, you always have a future thought, you always have a past thought. Even while we're talking, you have multiple things in your mind, unconsciously.
It's cultivating on its own.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Matlab, you have thoughts, कि ये करना है और वो करना है, this, that.
Absolutely.
But when you're there and you're one with your breath, that feeling, I had no thoughts. You cannot even begin to imagine how your mind feels when you have no thoughts.
Blank space.
You have nothing in your head. And it is your entire body, like your atoms will twitch. you can feel the twitching in
You
your...
can feel the blood
हाँ
flowing
वो
and
बोलते हैं ना कि ऐसे वो नस टीचती है
okay.
मतलब वो I don't know how to put it, but then वो बोलते हैं साथ साथ में yeah. You can feel all your atoms twitching in your body. You have no thoughts. Can you imagine that?
तो ये चीज आपने first day experience कर लिया?
Of course not.
It's
It was
like
third, fourth, seventh day. So I came back. I couldn't take it. I
like
came back
the
on the
whole
seventh
time.
day.
But
दिन के लिए नहीं रुक पाया.
Bro, oh my God.
but it's not easy, bro. Because I did that 2 days. Like in Bangalore, I went to like this. But 2 days we just did meditation, and after 2 days when I came back, I'm not even lying. When I came back, my friend was playing like TV, like he was playing Xbox, and I couldn't sit on the in the hall because I was like, I'm not used to this. To 48 hours, I'm not used to this. So I needed just that empty void. I needed that. Yeah, no. मतलब ज़्यादा शोर शराबा नहीं चाहिए था उसके बाद because I couldn't. मैं आ रहा था मेट्रो में. I'm not even lying. मैं मेट्रो में ऐसा लग रहा था मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा. Like while coming from that place.
Exactly.
मैं पागल हो जाऊंगा. मेरे को ऐसा लग रहा था.
मेरी बहन और मेरा फ्रेंड आगम लेने आया था. On my way back, I haven't spoken a word, okay? Because I haven't spoken to anybody in 7 days. So I was just crying. They didn't say anything. We reached home. और मेरे घर पे तब guest आए थे.
Okay.
The moment I entered my house, it felt like there is so much noise.
Yeah.
And I was just like, मैं घबरा गई थी पता है. I was just like, आप लोग इतनी जोर से बातें क्यों कर रहे हो? This was my genuine reaction, and mom was just looking at me because I was still, मतलब दिख रहा था कि I had cried the entire day, and mom was just like, it's okay, we are heading out, you stay home. And मैं ऐसे घबरा गई थी. I was just like, ये लोग कितना जोर से बात कर रहे हैं, लोग क्यों इतनी बात कर रहे थे? So much chaos. I don't want to see my phone. हाँ, because I felt like I was truly in touch with myself. And as soon as I came back into the world, the chaos just came back rushing in.
Yeah.
तो practice फिर आपने continue कर.
I try my best to do it at least 5 minutes a day because it gives me a lot of peace of mind and clarity to just start my day like that. Like
कैसे करते हो breath work?
it's like I listen to this पॉडकास्ट तो नहीं बोलूंगी बट हाँ लाइक अ पॉडकास्ट चैनल वो उनका है ही विपासना का. इट्स लाइक अ 15 minute बट आई डू इट फॉर 5-10 समटाइम्स 15. वो लोग बोलते रहते हैं विद द प्रोसेस एंड आई नो हाउ द प्रोसेस इज व्हेन यू हैव टू कंसंट्रेट all your energy
on your
just into
breathing.
your breaths.
Yeah. Breathing techniques are like
थोड़ा फर्क पड़ता होगा.
Of course,
Of course.
there you are in an entire atmosphere. Now तो I have so many distractions. वहाँ पे I didn't have anything.
Right.
I couldn't write, I couldn't read, I couldn't use my phone, I couldn't talk to anybody.
But that's when you know that living in nature is so much different than living in a metro or like living in a
Of course,
city.
bro.
तो like आपको 20 साल 30 साल बाद अगर आपको ऑप्शन मिले कि सब छोड़ के
Let me stop you right there. 20-30 साल नहीं मेरा
5
short
साल.
probably. I've told my family also like you'll not find me for a while.
Just
You'll not yeah.
गायब
Yeah,
थोड़ा.
for a year or two, you're not going to find me for a while. I
वही
don't
तो
know.
नहीं बताना.
I'm going to ghost
I
everybody in my
kind
life.
of relate because मैंने भी ऐसे डाला था कि if someday I'll just disappear for a year, don't
look for me.
don't be surprised because it's yeah.
I'll come back for sure, but there'll be a time where like a year or two, I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I don't believe in a hippie culture. I just believe that people are like it's just a term.
There are hippie people and there are pretentious hippie people.
Hippie as in he's saying like who don't have a home, they just keep on traveling.
Yeah,
They just be in
that
nature
way.
like
Yeah,
that way.
Of course. I think I am one of them.
I'm not talking about the hippie जो पूरे दिन नशे करते हैं.
हाँ.
Actually, talking more about nature.
Nature way, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
नशों के बारे में ज़्यादा बात नहीं करेंगे हम लोग.
मतलब नहीं लगता.
वही यार.
But I've realized, after traveling so much in the last year by myself, because I was, of course, you're afraid first time solo in a new country, whatever. The kind of confidence boost you have in life after traveling alone is different. And you have to be very, 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 very okay with truly just being by yourself and enjoying things just by yourself without needing a company. Because I think for people like us or me or who likes to travel, who likes to see things, I think I thoroughly enjoy it without anybody else by my side. Because I feel like I'm, getting restricted, that I have to be in a certain time parody to, attend to them.
It's just
talk to them.
limitations.
Yeah, talk to them. Even though they're not bothering me or not troubling me, I might love the other person, but then it's not my time. Like I want to just use it as my time. Like मुझे मेरे हिसाब से देखना है, मुझे वहाँ बैठ के sunset देखना है, जो करना है. Like I just that's just.
You don't have a thought of thinking कि what मतलब एक रहता है ना कि उसको क्या पूछने से भी पहले कि वो क्या सोचेगा. It's just like that.
It's not even क्या सोचेगा. It's just I don't want to share that time.
Share that time. Okay.
And I'm very possessive of that time. Because I feel like, yeah, when you stay here, you subconsciously don't realize how much time you give to others. Yeah. Like you're constantly just giving your time.
Yeah.
कि चलो यहाँ चलो इधर चलते हैं या उधर चलते हैं. Like you're constantly giving your time. So that is हाँ यार रात को तुम आके सो रहे हो. And so once you go out, you also discover this about yourself. If you go, you will realize it's on you how you are, using that time.
And what really makes you happy? That's about. पर मेरे को एक और चीज पूछनी थी. Like you stayed like 2 years or something. 2 years.
2.
People don't really talk about substance abuse. But tell me, like, what did you saw? If you saw anything, or what's the culture around like abroad? Like just generally about substance abuse and how is it affecting, or what's the nature around it?
I think in Europe, people are more into raving.
Okay.
Than they are into clubbing or partying.
Yeah.
Because the culture is very much around raging and raving and psychedelics and techno. Especially techno.
Yeah.
So it's more of people who are working, right? I've met both bunch of people who are people who don't want to do anything in life, and they think they are artists and they think they're very creative.
to come back, bro.
Continue.
So people who think they are creative or they're artists or their artistic side is coming out, and they are continuously just tripping and doing and tripping and doing.
And that's life for them. Okay.
Yeah, and that's yeah, and that's just life for them.
And
the other bunch of people they do it, but they're also productive.
Yeah.
They know their limits.
So they balance it out.
Yeah, they balance it out. They know their limit. Sometimes they do go overboard and you have to pull them back. Yeah. But then again, they know there is a certain boundary to not be crossed.
Okay.
And I think I'm okay with those sets of people. As long as you know your boundary, I think you're good to go in anything you do in life.
And you're good to try anything and, just be what you want.
As long as you know your limit. Because see, at the end of the day, whatever drugs you're doing, whatever shit you're doing, if you are not, how do I say it? If your foundation of yourself is not strong enough, you're going to lose it.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you're not efficient with your work or what you want to value provide, like if you're not providing value to yourself and the people and anything around you, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I've also met people who are hardcore workaholics who work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And on the weekends, they just rage.
They just
go
like,
mad.
They
want to let loose.
Yeah. But they just go mad. I kind of see that.
And those are the favorite kind of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because हम लोग को वो mood में बहुत कम देखने को मिलता है.
हाँ, मतलब it's like personality switching. Because if you look at them daily, they're so into their work and so they're engrossed. And then on the weekend, just like thutta sand, like fuck this
but
shit.
I think that's their motivation also. Like if they're partying, their motivation is okay. I have to work now so that I can party at the weekend.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll not have the resources or I'll not have the mind.
But there are also other people coming back to your older point where you said no, okay, they make it their identity.
Yeah.
That is not right. They make it. This entire techno culture is very, very मतलब बहुत influential है वहाँ पे ये चीज़.
Yeah.
So if you go towards Germany, where it all comes from,
Berlin.
There are people who've just made techno their entire personality. The way they dress, the way they function. When they wake up in the morning, they're like we start the day.
And they can't even talk about anything else. If
it's just one singular thing.
Yeah. It's so monotonous, bro. I agree to that same thing because if we're friends, we can talk about other than music and cinema also.
Exactly. You're supposed to.
Why? It shouldn't be monotonous that because I have some people they can't listen to anything other than techno. They can't talk about anything other than techno.
It's basing your personality totally on just one thing.
कोई भी
Like just one thing, I'm just like,
Yeah,
taking techno
yeah,
as an example,
yeah.
because we also like techno, we love techno,
Yeah.
but it's not
People
like
hate on
It's not everything.
everything. Yeah.
टेक्नो यार मैं सच्ची बोल रहा हूँ मैं पागल हूँ मैं PPDL अभी चालू हो रहा है ना अभी चल रहा है
चल रहा है. Yesterday it was there, bro.
आज भी चल रहा है
आज मुंबई है. Yeah.
मेरे दोस्त ने बोला कि चलो ना एक नहीं यार नहीं होगा मेरे से
I got an invite 3 nights back. My friend had an extra pass. But I was like, no, bro, I'm going.
My brother is gone, no?
Yeah, my friend was like, but I was like, bro, I have to go Bangalore. I have to save money for that.
और ये आर्टिस्ट का मैं पूछने वाला था कि मेरे को बात करनी थी मैंने बहुत सारे लोग सूरत में देखे ऐसे जो आर्ट के नाम पे खाली वो नशे कर रहे हैं और वो लोग खुद के आर्ट पे इतना एरोगेंस दिखाते हैं कि भाई
That's
मेरा
so
art है,
true. That's
तो
so
अगर
true.
तेरा व्यू इसमें आ रहा है तो तू निकल इधर से मेरे को तेरा काम ही नहीं है उन लोग को पता नहीं कि आर्टिस्ट आर नॉट सपोज टू बी एसोल्स ब्रो अगर वो लोग तुम लोग कुछ बना रहे हो तो तुम साथ में लेके चलो तुम साथ
And they're open to viewpoints.
See,
उन लोग को पड़ी नहीं
there is a very fine line. I understand the concept of every artist being a little
yeah we also understand
yeah. But then again, like you said, there's also a difference between you being an asshole about it and you being
Sweet and
It's when the
upcoming
not even
about it.
sweet. Just you, if you are an artist, as an artist, why are you an artist? Because you appreciate the beauty of other things.
Yeah.
So if somebody is appreciating the beauty in your art, how can you not reciprocate to that? So yeah, like you said, then they
And
are
I
just,
think right now it's like the arrogance part. I've seen that because I think when how do I put this? When some people they think they are good at something in the art world, they have this arrogance because they think art is the only thing which is good in this whole universe, in this whole world.
so good.
And I don't appreciate that because if art is important, the engineers are also important, the businesses are. That's what the stability is, complete stability. So if you're saying, if you're an artist and if you just shit on other careers and all, then you're just a dumb motherfucker, bro, for me.
But I think we should also talk about how people just do shit in the name of art, which is not. Like, I am so fucking tired of people just calling
बहुत अच्छा
bullshit into art
बहुत
because
अच्छा बोला
because I have seen this throughout, be it here
Yeah.
and बाहर जाके तो बहुत ज़्यादा.
Yeah.
क्या मतलब मैं भी बनाना रख देती हूँ ना ये मुझे भी देखो ना थोड़े 50 मिलियन मतलब क्या है ये
Yeah, the paintings, I don't know what the art has gone, bro.
मैंने भी घर पे एडम्स क्रिएशन बनाया हुआ है बड़े हुए मैं आर्टिस्ट होगा
मतलब it's more like talking very realistically in the art world. As far as I have seen, there is genuine good art that is being appreciated, but it's also more so to print bogus money, like all the black money
That's
that
true.
is in the industry. All these auction houses just spending trillions and millions on just one painting to do what?
That's what, like, the people who are getting more eyes, that same thing, like, I want to talk about, say, reels where if you see, like, the real artists, real creators, they're not getting that much views or anything, which, like, a random
Ask
people,
me about it.
Ask us about it. Like, random as stuff people are posting, just clickbaits. And I'll say that clickbaits because I said that in the last pod also, because it's not like I'm putting down anything, but if you're just, twerking on a 5-10 second video and that is getting 5 million views and an artist, bro, that's not art for me.
Out, bro.
If you want to show your art, show me a dance move, like show me a dance routine, that's art for me. But if you're just trying to do clickbaits and all that, I completely
जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Oh, because you said this, now I have one more thing in my head.
Bolo.
Let's talk about OnlyFans. What do you think, guys?
OnlyFans is amazing, bro. And no, OnlyFans for me is a place for...
It's a scam.
I never went
No, I'll say it's a place for low-value women and
100%.
weak men. Weak men, I guess.
100%.
Because it's like... मैंने ये डाला भी था जब मैंने अपना spam बनाया था कि welcome to my OnlyFans, because it's like if you are a high-value woman, you'll not think about all those things. You'll have a moral life, and if you are a strong man, you don't you will
feel
not
the need to indulge into these
indulge or
things.
just spend or just do anything about it. And I say low value women because I think I'm gonna get, bro, if you're selling your body for $6, $5.99 a month, you are a low value woman for me. Like personally, as per my opinion.
Of course, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
But it's been, again, coming back to the US, it's been like, I don't know, तुम लोग ये podcast मतलब इतने देखते हो, follow करते हो, तुम लोग ने constantly देखा ही होगा कि this thing has come
a lot.
Yeah, कितना
इसलिए तो सारे podcast अब podcast चालू कर दिए.
मतलब the generation has totally fucking given up on just making an effort to earn money or live a life. They just they're fucking minting money. This is easy, no?
क्योंकि भाई तो
selling your feed pics and getting money is
just
easy.
fucking clicking pictures and putting it, and people are buying that.
आजकल सब चीजों में पैसा मिल रहा है.
You know, Onlyfans, they created I just read about Onlyfans created a bracket. You can sell your fart to a person.
I think I know.
So a person will give you money. You'll, not record.
Why?
Bro, I don't know. Why did I read this? But it's there, bro. You'll collect your fart in a package or something, and then you'll send it.
और निकल गई तो पैकेट से बाहर.
No, it's like packaged or something. I don't even know, bro. What the fuck is this? If it's real or not, but it's there. If people are using this or not,
fucking
but it's
normalizing shit like this, I just can't wrap my head around it. I'm just like,
same.
The shit.
But OnlyFans, मैं वही बोलता कि bro, if like हमको पता था इतना easy होता तो we should have also started it. But then we got mature and we're like, no, this is shit, bro. Like अगर मैं mature नहीं हुआ होता, so I would have also like created a app or something, like invested in an app like OnlyFans. But now I know it's like against, if I'll have less money, but I'm not gonna do that shit.
But I feel like all of this OnlyFans, this LGBTQ propaganda, all this feminism that has been rising.
Yeah.
It's bigger than we think it is, because it's just putting the men in power into more power, while women think they are in power.
Yeah.
And
Women of the Year is a man.
That's what I'm saying. Men want to run the show.
Yeah.
Telling women that no,
you are the face.
Are the man now.
Yeah.
And it's such bullshit. And I totally do not agree with this entire culture where people are just against marriage for a very long time.
So true. Thank God.
For a very long time.
सब यही pro marriage, bro.
No, but for a very long time, I thought कि हाँ मतलब क्यों शादी करनी है, मतलब मुझे जल्दी शादी नहीं करनी है. I can be
शादी नहीं करना एक चीज.
हाँ मतलब नहीं.
That's your opinion. Yeah.
मतलब I mean in a way where I was just like,
करेंगे.
Yeah, I didn't care about it. Like I was just like क्यों करनी है? Like I was very pro being independent and financially, just being in a very masculine energy. But when you understand what exactly is going on, you also realize that we are coexisting, right, as genders.
Yeah.
And we cannot function without men, bro.
That's so true.
We need men. And women today don't realize that, and it's so sad.
For safety, for everything. Yeah.
From a
women, yeah.
इतना अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को सुन के, मैं सच्ची.
And there are limited women like who have the.
मैं last 3 साल में ऐसे 2 या 3 लोग को बोलते हुए सुना होगा.
Go on. What were you saying?
It's sad because every woman that I talk to in my life or around me, there are very few women who would agree to this totally, because their instant first reaction, bhale in a joking way, is like, who needs a man? I'm like, I do.
Yeah.
We all do.
Even you do.
Yeah, you cannot exist or coexist without them, because देखो, factually, तुम कुछ भी बोल लो, तुम कितना भी कर लो, women can lead. But there will come a point where women are going to get emotional and take a decision with their heart, because we are naturally prone.
You're supposed to be that.
Yeah, exactly. That is our nature. That is why we are nurturing. That is why we are nurturing. Yeah. That is what God has made us to be, right?
That's why men are stoic. वो लोग चुप रहो, उनके साथ बात. Like,
because it's just the betterment of the whole of the civilization.
Men have a better judgment in order to make decisions that because it is in their nature to provide.
Yeah. The provide and keep them safe. Yeah.
And I understand that okay, not all men are like that because of the culture, this, that, whatever, XYZ. But this is just basic. Like we're so brainwashed that I don't like this entire.
The main brainwash thing which you said, Naki, like some women are like, I don't need men, or who needs men. That's the complete delusion, I feel. Because when I asked my childhood friend, she was like, hey, I don't need a man. Why do you think I need a man? I can do everything. I was like, okay, you're driving this car. If the tire got punctured, where you gonna go? Yeah. Like, I'll go to the garage. Like, who's the garage? who's bro, everything. Like, I think we should not, I'm not putting it in a bad way, but I think right now the civilization is the most stable, which has been out of all the humanity. Like, pehle bhi the civilization has been up, but it got destroyed, and it got, it was not stable enough because right now we know what to do. Like, patriarchy has a good base, and we know what to provide and how to take care of everything. But women take a good role because they are there to question, and that's what I appreciate. Whenever men take a bad road, or men take a bad side, which happened 68 years back, they were like, you women can't vote. So women started questioning, and they were like, no, we had the right, we have the right to vote. So that's what I appreciate about the whole of the feminism. But now I think the feminism has lost the main point. The origin has been lost, bro. They don't even know what to do.
Because now feminism has just become this thing where they want to prove that they are more
better or something.
superior than men, which is not the case. Because कितना भी बोल लो यार, मतलब तुम हर लड़की से बात कर लो, तुम कोई भी लड़की से बात कर लो, वो माने या नहीं माने. In our nature, at the end of the day, every woman wants to be just loved and be provided for.
That's true.
And we don't want to do anything.
Same goes for the men.
Feel safe.
Same goes for the men. Because we do so much shit in the day. We don't want anything bad. When we're coming home, we just want, good care, and that's what the point goes. When men think they're superior, or when the women think they're superior, that's when it crashes. Because it's all about coexisting. Coexisting is the main part, and that's how it becomes stable.
See, I understand the part where women want to be, financial, independent of they should be. I'm not saying that
that's actually a good point. Yeah,
they should be, but not to a point where they feel like they don't need men only.
They're just earning.
They need men actually,
bro. Exactly, they're earning money, but they're coming to home. There's no kids, there's no family, and they're just trying to pretend that they're happy.
Again. You raised a very good point, because this entire nuclear family concept that has come from the West, the fucking West, that is brainwashing us into thinking that family. मतलब देखो पता है, an entire civilization or an entire generation or an entire country flourishes the most when the family is stable.
Stable, yeah.
And that is why, if you look at India right now, Asia in general, why are we so ahead of people and so grounded and rising? Because
family oriented.
We are roots. मैं बोला था.
Yeah.
We are
the roots.
The roots.
We are so family bound.
अगर बोलूँ कि डैड I'm gay, तू मेरे को पहले दो चाटे मारे ही है वो.
मेरे को पूछेंगे क्या होता है. अच्छा, ये इंडिया में आ गया ये.
मैं सुधर जाऊंगा, तब मैं खुद सुधर जाऊंगा.
नहीं ब्रो, it's like being normal bro. और मेरे को तो डिप्रेशन वगैरह का समझ नहीं आता. Depression is real, but if you're trying to run away from something and taking it as depression and just feeding onto that, okay, I know if you're not in a good mental health, then work for it. If you're just trying to escape it and find a thing like, okay, I'm gay,
finding
like,
excuses
it's not fair. It's not fair. Yeah.
I'm gay and I'm not getting validation. I'm not getting my rights.
And if your mental health is not good, first of all, go run a kilometer. You'll know that your physical health is not. That's the first point I read.
They don't know.
Yeah. David Goggins, bro. That's like my wallpaper also.
But मुझे समझ नहीं आता कि why do people fail to realize कि मतलब you can't be happy always, no? मतलब you are going to have have like a sad face, but you can't again base your personality around just being sad.
Yeah.
Like it's bullshit.
एक vibe हो सकती है कि you are very giving, और आप ऐसे bad situation में भी 2-3 चीजें ऐसे बोल देते हो which escalates to a good thing. वैसे हो सकता है कि वो vibe है, आपका वो aura है. पर आप अगर वो situation में भी एकदम डिल्यूजनल होके इग्नोरेंट होके ऐसे बोलते हो कि नहीं ब्रो सब ठीक है सब हो जाएगा, तो वो सही नहीं लगता मेरे को, क्योंकि आप यू आर नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग कि हाँ ये हुआ है, दिस इज माय प्रॉब्लम एंड it needs change
bro actually it's easy to escape nowadays bro.
But पता है I've also realized
क्या हुआ?
oh no
yes क्या हुआ
I've also realized
okay the match is going on, that's why you're like go on
what was it, what did you say
I was
last?
in shock. It needs change.
need changes. Bro, we went just off topic for 5 seconds because of the Virat wicket, bro.
Sorry guys, Virat अभी out हुआ है
And सबके मुंह में आ गए bro.
damn
यार
shit
हाँ तो मैं एक पॉइंट खाली आपको एक बोल देता हूँ कि इंडिपेंडेंट की बात करें तो आजकल गर्ल्स आर ट्राइंग टू बी इंडिपेंडेंट, वो सही है, फिर वो लीड करता है कि वी हेट मैन और वी डोंट नीड अ मैन। उसके बाद आजकल के डेटिंग सीन भी वैसे ही चल रहा है, वो मैरिड लाइफ को तो छोड़ो
Bro, they can't even maintain a relationship, bro.
वो डेटिंग लाइफ
Including us.
ना कि दे आर इमोशनली सपोर्टिव बट उन लोग को चाहिए फिजिकल अट्रैक्शन, फिजिकल इंटिमेसी, पर उसके बाद दे आर नॉट रेडी टू बी इन अ रिलेशन।
मैं तुम लोग को एक बहुत सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देती हूँ। तुम्हारे पास एक फोन है, समझो तुम्हारे पास आईफोन 12 है, राइट? वो आईफोन 12 परफेक्टली फाइन चल रहा है, उसमें सब फीचर्स है, यू हैव नो नीड फॉर अनदर फोन, तुम्हारे पास स्टोरेज भी है, इट्स कंप्लीटली एंड अमेजिंगली फाइन। बट कोई तुम्हें आके दिखाता है, तुम ऐड देख रहे हो, तुम कोई चीज देख रहे हो और उसपे तुम्हें नई ऐड आ रही है कि आईफोन 13 आ गया है, एंड देन यू जस्ट लाइक डैम,
मेरा वाला अच्छा नहीं है,
मेरा वाला अच्छा है, मेरा वाला अच्छा है, बट ये शायद ट्राई करके देखता हूँ थोड़ा बेटर है,
हाँ,
राइट? क्योंकि फीचर्स थोड़े नए लग रहे हैं, तो थोड़ा नवा ही लगेगा। Whereas what you have is perfectly and completely fine, and there is no need for you to change.
Yeah.
You buy a 13. अब तुम खुश हो कि ओ वाओ इसमें तो थोड़े एक्स्ट्रा फीचर्स है, ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है बट थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे है। फिर तुम थोड़े टाइम बाद देख रहे हो आईफोन 14 आ गया है, अब तुम्हें ये भी चाहिए क्योंकि इसमें ज्यादा फीचर्स है। तो वो जो कांस्टेंट लूप ऑफ जस्ट यू नो not being satisfied with what you already have, and it is nothing wrong, just because again imagine that is social media, just because you're seeing things on social media and so many options on social media and this and that, you're just like,
और एक बात बोलूं, आईफोन 13, 12, 14 सब सेम है,
वही बोल रही हूँ मैं,
Bro, just by being
तुम्हारा परसेप्शन, क्योंकि तुम ब्रेन वॉश हो रहे हो कुछ देख के कंटिन्यूअसली।
That's the same thing about relationship. Like you have to grow together. If you think that I'm not satisfied with this, like if you're having a valid reason, I understand. But if you just like, okay, this is not working out after like a couple of months, then you're just being dumb because you just think something better is gonna come your way, but it's just
people don't know how to stay in a relationship and just talk and work things out. They just think
escaping from it and trying something new is better.
They just decide for themselves like हाँ ठीक है, we deserve better, maybe something better will come
they
along.
They don't even know what is better.
Exactly.
वो better का definition ही नहीं है bro.
Plan something good for God be like भाई
यही तो बेस्ट था भाई, और क्या चाहिए? और मेरे पे नाम डाल रही है भाई, भगवान और अच्छा देगा। बोले फर्स्ट
he's using the being used for the memes.
बोले फर्स्ट क्लास दे दिया तेरे को, अभी इकोनॉमी चाहिए तो क्या दूं भाई?
Saturn energy is not
वो था ना एक मीम जिसमें वो लड़की बोलती है, oh my god, this was just another lesson, God.
वो भी था कि लड़की बोलते हैं कि the Saturn energy is not just up for me today. वो Saturn बोलता है bro who the fuck.
But yeah, I was saying to your point, from the last thing that we were talking about, I think weak men, I think they fall prey because I don't know, I think men are very simple creatures that way. Like if you just
राज तो रो दूंगा,
मतलब अगर तुम ऐसे बहुत plain sightedly अगर अपने मतलब women tend to complicate things because we are more emotional, right? And we look at everything from every little emotion, but we fail to realize that men are really simple creatures.
Yeah.
But we tend to just
Wow.
do this
आपको कैसे realize?
because I've been with too many bad men to realize
But weak, हाँ, ouch.
So like आप वो आजकल वो concept चलता है वो red flag and green flag.
नहीं
है ना? देख
अभी तो बेज फ्लैग भी आ गया है भाई, ये भी LGBTQ बना दो तुम लोग, मतलब
Yes,
प्लस प्लस
that's
प्लस
right,
This is
प्लस.
my coloring flag. This is
नहीं,
my
नहीं.
But
joke.
जब
नहीं,
weak
नहीं.
man का बोल रहे थे ना, उस समय यही बोलना चाहूंगा कि weak man, because like if you think paying some money and
नहीं,
watching
नहीं.
some
It's not that I'm saying weak men, because what is happening is because women are becoming so masculine, men automatically have just gotten so comfortable with
That's
just
what I
not
don't. Yeah.
with just not being who they are, like just being men. They're just like, you chase, we'll show attitude, you do this for us.
But it was never this way, no. That's what. See, men were always to protect, to care, and I'm not saying in a bad way. If you don't, I'm not saying that some men who have feminine energy, that's not nice. That's completely nature. We like. I also have a little bit of feminine energy.
It should be
It should
there.
be there. That's what the complete stability is. But if you're taking your morals in a lower way and you think something is gonna satisfy you for like 5-10 minutes, or like, you know, just taking an easy way, I don't think that's the real men. He's just delusion, and like he's in a delusion and he's just trying to satisfy himself because कि मेरे को तो इतना ही मिलेगा ऐसा. He doesn't want to work hard because he's like कि हाँ भाई मेरे को इतना में मिल रहा है ना, मैं तो खुश हूँ, like if I'm getting भाव. And
Yeah.
that's because of social media. I'm telling you, majority is because of social media.
And also bro कि they ask men to मतलब be emotionally available. और फिर जब वो लोग होते हैं, they share, they go back to their own past.
That's
और
so
जब
true,
बोलते हैं
bro.
किसी को, then they are considered weak. और फिर no one wants to be with a weak man, ना?
No, I don't agree totally. I don't agree totally, because see, what happens is it depends on the environment and how you've been brought up.
Yeah.
Matlab, this plays a major role, because what you see in the house is how you're going to be, especially men.
Yeah.
Because see, how your father has treated your mother is going to reflect on how you are going to treat your
Other women around
half.
you.
And because our fathers' generations or generations before that have always had this male chauvinistic, a little bit of male chauvinistic ideologies in their heads, that sometimes it's toxic, but sometimes holding on to that traditional values is good.
You just have to find a way that
Exactly.
it doesn't
Exactly.
harm. It doesn't become toxic, but it's also the base.
Yeah, because see, you will pick you, me, him. We're all going to pick up from our fathers and our mothers, but we're going to make it slightly better because we understand better, right?
Absolutely.
But we're still going to carry forward those values only, but in a much
We're going to mold it in a good way.
Exactly, because we understand the concept behind it and how they could have done it right, and they must have thought the same thing before their fathers, ki we will do this differently.
But that's what growing means. I don't know why people are just like, okay, this is toxic. It's not always, you know, completely toxic. You have to learn from things. Like if the family, some things you can also tell it to your parents, because if some things are not going good, but it's not like everything is not going to be good. The some bases are also right. Because if he's being so strict in your household, it's because of some reason. So, and I'll tell you, we started with the Gen Z thing. Gen Z को यही लगता है कि उनके अलावा सब चूतिया है. और मैं वो सारी चीज समझ चुका हूँ, talking with my cousins, talking with everything.
Millennials कुछ बोलते नहीं है, Gen Z
खाली बोलते हैं bro, उनको सुनना ही नहीं है bro. आज same thing happened with the sister. I'm trying to tell her a sentence of 12 words and she cut me thrice. I was like, hey, okay, तू बोल ले. And then she says something and she went quiet कि मेरे को नहीं पता क्या बोलना है. Like that's why I was saying something ना. Just let me complete, think and then reply. I don't understand this shit, because उनको लगता है कि हम लोग ने तो सब देख लिया है. क्योंकि उनका क्या है, अभी इंटरनेट आ गया है, अभी ये आ गया है, बोलते हैं हमने तो पूरा फेमिनिज्म समझ लिया, हमने फैमिली समझ ली, हमने रिलेशनशिप समझ लिया, हमने ये समझ लिया, वो समझ लिया। भाई तुम खुद से भाई खाना नहीं बना पा रहे घर पे घर वालों के लिए। मैं तो बहुत मतलब ऐसे रेट हो जाता हूँ। हाँ ब्रो, ये एक अच्छा क्वेश्चन है।
बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है। इट्स लाइक you are everywhere and nowhere. You are everywhere and
everywhere and
no,
nowhere.
because you are the alien in the family, no. Because see, पेरेंट्स के कुछ भी बोलो, पेरेंट्स के सबसे फेवरेट चाइल्ड तो बड़ा चाइल्ड ही होता है। मतलब it is very natural. So it's like they are the ideal child because they keep up. मतलब it's very pressure. मतलब बहुत प्रेशर होता है यार उनपे कि to set a standard for your siblings. So it's like that plus the age gap or whatever. So it's like the ideal child, and I have to follow in the footsteps, and it's difficult to keep up. So I just became a rebel. I always did what I wanted to do. So when my younger sister came, it was much easier for her to just break the barriers. And now it's like, of course, जो मेरी बहन के साथ इतना फ्री नहीं थे, मेरे साथ उतना फ्री थे। अब जितना मेरे साथ फ्री नहीं थे, उससे ज्यादा उसके साथ फ्री है। So it becomes like that, but it's also holding the family together. Because when exactly because the elder one and the younger one lack a very big age gap. So you have to follow up with both because I'm close to both.
Yeah.
I'm close to her and I'm close to her. And if I have to ever make like a between them, communicate between them, it's me.
So you are the bridge and you make the balance. कि कुछ भी होता है तो वैसा.
Yes.
And also the youngest one is the most pampered one.
Yeah.
So you 100%. Try to cover it up also.
100%.
बड़े को छोड़ देते हैं.
And also with the parents because the mother is very because जो छोटा है मतलब छोटी का बहुत ध्यान रखना है. And then your father is just like first child,
yeah.
एकदम ideal child, sharing everything, responsibilities, this, that. So you are just like, if the conflict ever happens, it's just between them, and you just have to pacify everything because you're the more
straightforward one.
You're just straight-headed, and you just say it for what it is. So it's like
आपको एक privilege मिलता है कि just you can say.
एक और मेरे को बताओ, what does it? मेरे को ये पूछना था, मैं लिख के रखा था कि what does Nishat means? Like the meaning of your name.
What do you think?
No idea.
Just give it a try.
Something related to God or like the
God.
Almighty.
Nah.
A flower.
Nah, guys, try harder. Acha, what do you think when I walk in a room? I bring in
A vibe.
Energy.
Aura.
It's more of a feeling.
Happiness.
Wow, damn guys.
See?
Yeah, Nishat means happiness.
That's nice.
Maybe.
Any idea tha. Chalo, koi nahi, we'll cut it off. Anyhow, it's like time. Or you want to talk about something else? You want to ask something else?
ठीक है.
देख लेता हूँ मैं.
I think we should have one more of this.
Yeah, for sure. You had a good time though.
Lovely.
क्या बोला?
मैंने बोला कि we should have one of these again.
Yes.
Like it would be amazing. I know.
कोई नहीं, वापस आके.
March में आ रही हूँ.
Next time, for sure.
Tarot-Card का तो बात नहीं है.
Quick.
जल्दी समझा दो एकदम.
पूछ लो यार, मतलब it's
नहीं, if you wanna explain what is Tarot-Card reading to a lame man, what are you gonna say?
See, I basically cannot explain it because if I explain it, then you would know.
No, don't explain, but what does it do? What is the significance of tarot card reading?
So it comes from a very, very, very old time, like Egyptian times, where they discovered the little ruins of all this magic that was happening at that time. मतलब पूरा astrology aspect. So it comes from there, but it's not very definite. कि मतलब what exactly, like कहाँ से derive हुआ है. So it's basically just the math of the universe. That's what I would say. And initially, when I started learning the skill, I did not really believe it because I thought it was a scam. So I actually went to the classes out of curiosity to understand.
Okay.
So when you learn the skill and when you see it happening for yourself, there are energies. I'm sure everybody experiences energies in different ways, but we all know that energies are very real.
Yeah.
Other than ourselves also. So when you experience those energies and when those energies help you, show you something, you can feel it internally, and it's kind of creepy also, but they're very real. And I've never, like, I have to humble myself down sometimes, because initially जब मैं करी थी, I did not realize कि मैं right होंगी or wrong होंगी. I didn't have that concept in my mind. I wasn't afraid of being wrong. I was just trying it out. But then it was, turning out to be true. Everything that I was just genuinely reading what I had learned. Like how you have to, predict or whatever, or see. It was just the energies leading. But it does take a toll on you.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of toll on you, because if the energies are bad or negative, you feel drained, you want to cry, and I've cried nights. And it is very real. Like, you feel like something is so heavy on you that it doesn't leave you.
Still you want to do it?
I've stopped. Like, मैं बहुत कम करती हूँ. And initially मैंने सिर्फ fleas में ज़्यादा किया है. मतलब 3 दिन का होता है, तो मैं ऐसे daily basis पे I don't really practice it, and I have to cleanse it time to time, because जब मैं करती भी हूँ, if you've realized, मैं पता है बोल रखती हूँ.
Yeah. It becomes black.
So that's all the energies that So I have to cleanse it. I have to cleanse my mind. I have to cleanse the cards. I have to take out. So it's very real. All of this is very
like. आपको पीपी अभी करते हो तो like surprising लगता है कि
you can't do it to yourself, na?
I can, but I try not to, because I think in my mind I will be biased about what I want to hear. So I try not to. It is, bro. It is. And you can feel the other person's energy. There have been so many incidents where somebody, is getting a tarot card done, and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. Like, I just have to say it out loud. Okay, are you doing this?
You say everything as the card says.
Yeah, I can't lie.
You can't lie. That's the thing. You have to be completely honest.
It's a pact.
Never lying कि आप थोड़ी चीजें नहीं बोल के ऐसा नहीं कर सकता.
मतलब, no, I try to put it as straightforwardly and as nicely as I can, because see, when you are dealing with these things, you have to be very good with your words.
Yeah.
You have to be very good with your words, because somebody might come to you looking for guidance and help. But if there is something that is very negative, that I know will impact them in a very negative way, I have to put my words very subtly, without hiding the truth. So it's very tough.
Yeah.
And so many people, like, I see them for who they are. I know, but I can't just say it out loud. I know. So
मतलब tarot card खाली मैं जब तक जिससे बात किया है वो लोग ऐसे ही सोचते हैं कि tarot card is all about knowing what's gonna happen in future.
No, you can. Matlab, it depends. See, in tarot now, you have to be very specific with what you want to know. The more specific you are about what you want to know, the more precisely I can answer for you. Because I cannot just go on and do tarot. You have to ask.
Yeah. Just the question
you have to
based.
ask.
Well, that's nice.
So whatever you ask, I will answer. And if it's vague, then you're going to get a vague answer.
Last thing, ego death. Last.
What about it? What about it?
What is
do you think about it? Like,
और आपका experience हुआ?
Have you ever experienced? Because I've experienced once. Like, it was a completely life changing. After that, I started writing. I started, consciously thinking.
For me, honestly, personally, and I'm not
generalizing.
I'm not trying to be modest, but I feel like ego. I don't think I have an ego.
Okay.
I've never had
ego.
A ego. Matlab, to me, ego is just a term where, because all these things, pride and arrogance and
jealousy.
Jealousy, and you just thinking so highly of yourself. I don't think I've ever cultivated I've genuinely cultivated those feelings in me, or ever felt that way towards anybody.
Yeah.
So for me, when people talk about ego, I understand. I've seen it. I've experienced it from other people. But I personally don't think that I have an ego. It's
coming from you, you don't know.
Yeah. I don't personally think I have an ego, because even if, take all my friends, take everybody, I'm a person who will talk to you with all my calm and composure.
Absolutely.
Even if I am the angriest. None of my friends, none of my family, maybe family members, but none of my friends have ever seen me in a state where I had to lose control, where I lost control, or where I'm not calm. I'm always just like this.
Like a straight line.
And I will put my point, because I understand there is no point in raising your voice because it doesn't lead anywhere.
Yeah.
Or being in anger or being in frustration. I calm myself. Even if I'm very angry, I just take the time, 20-30 minutes, and I'll be fine. And then I can always stop.
पर ऐसे भी बोलते हैं ना कि ego is what makes a human alive. मतलब it's your opinion, it's how you look at the world or
See, ego is such a word, no, that people have made it a taboo.
Actually,
I don't think ego is either good or bad. Well, it can be both, no?
Both, yeah.
You can have a good ego and you can have a bad ego.
Bad ego.
And I feel like mine is just balanced.
Yeah.
It's just balanced. Yeah.
It's just going good to you. That's the main thing. Yeah.
And ego is something that is supposed to drive you towards good things. And not something where people put like, तेरे को भी इतना ego है.
Right.
Like
That's
it's just so taboo कर दिया है मतलब उस चीज को. So it's like that.
That's actually nice. Yeah.
I feel like ego and pride have a very thin line, and people fail to realize that half of the time it's the pride talking rather than the ego.
Okay. They're not mature enough to understand what. What side are we on?
Because ego ka, like you said, ego death, aisa nahi hai. I might have experienced it a little where I realized internally that I have no ego.
Okay.
I never put it. Like I don't have it in me only ke main kisi ke sath wo ego mein aake baat karu. Because to me, friendships, relationships, all kind of any relationship is never driven from ego.
That's true.
So
और ये चीज आपका शायद खान परिवार में भी है.
थोड़ा बहुत मैंने भी नोटिस किया है. That's true.
दोस्ती सब दिल से करते हैं.
बट वैसे ही होना चाहिए ना यार. मतलब फिर तुम सेल्फिश हो जाते हो. And when you get selfish and you have
just think about yourself.
And you have a motive in any relationship, as long as चल वो मुझे ये दे रहा है तो मैं उसको इतना दे रही हूँ. उसके बाद तू कौन मैं कौन. Then those are just hollow things in life, no?
उसका कुछ मतलब ही नहीं बनेगा. गिर जाएगा उधर. Yeah. But yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, had a good conversation, I guess.
Yes,
We
guys.
cut it off.
I loved it.
You want to ask about anything before we cut off? Anything?
तुम लोग
Morning routine में पूछना.
what made you guys decide that you wanted to go on podcast or start a podcast for yourself?
So it was like मेरा ये था because I like to observe people. I like to talk to people. I like to know the character, the journey, and all. So for me, it was like we're like really young. So if I just go on a podcast and start giving gyan or anything, nobody's gonna listen completely because they'll be like, okay, what have you done in your life? So I thought we'll start as in conversation, and Mike gave me the power. Like since the childhood, I've always been in control with microphone because I love to talk, I love to orate and do all those things. So I think microphone, this thing has like a lot of power which people don't understand, and words are the medium. So I think when you are having a conversation, you'll know, like personally we've shot like 12-13 episodes and I know how much I've grown, and I'm listening to so much different characters, so much personalities and their journey on anything. We're talking about anything. So it's like I'm growing in myself and I'm telling people also. And the other thing, the commercial part, I think this is one of the best way if you're recording your conversation and putting it out, and people are gonna pay for it. So
like मैं बैंगलोर गया कॉलेज करने, वो उधर ही था. हम लोग चिल करते थे और एक दिन उसने बोला करते हैं
chill.
पता नहीं ब्रो. तो एक दिन उसने बोला चलो करते हैं. चलो तो बैठ गए. तब से लेके अब तक बहुत सारी चीजें खुद से पता चली कि I like observing everything. मतलब इंसानों, चीजों, कुछ भी, नेचर, कुछ भी देखना पसंद था. उसने वो थॉट ये चीज करने से वो एक ब्रांच खोली कि हाँ ये चीज पसंद है. और एक चीज है जो आपने बोला, टैरो कार्ड रीडिंग आपको थोड़ा डार्क प्लेसेस पे ले जाता है. तो मेरा भी वही था कि मैं ऐसे इंसान रीड करता था, समझता था, पर वो पूरा मेरे पे आ गया. वो मैं ऐसे डार्क प्लेसेस पे चला गया. तो मेरे को पता चला कि आई कैन जस्ट हैव अ गेस्ट, सुनूंगा, उसके बाद रिकॉर्ड करूंगा, खत्म होगा, उधर मेरा खत्म हो जाएगा. इट्स लाइक और ये चीज मेरे को कंटिन्यू करनी थी ऐसे, लोगों को समझना, इंसान को क्या करता है, क्योंकि इंसान इतना stupid है
This is the best thing, bro. Humans बहुत stupid है, bro.
That is true.
That's
That is
true.
true.
खुद से ढूंढ रहे
इतना सोचते हैं ना, इतना सोचते हैं, करते कुछ नहीं है, सोचते रहते हैं बस, सोचना है. But that's that. So today we had Nishad Khan, Nishadi.
Blue blood.
She's like a great artist. She does sneakers, she does paintings, abstract paintings and all. Just go check out her work. It'll be in the description. And this was like, I think 12th or 13th episode. Yeah. अच्छा है, आगे जाके और ऐसे count भूल जाना चाहिए.
Guys, can I just add one thing before
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
end the podcast? I would just like everyone who's listened to this podcast or just been here or whoever is going to watch, I just need some support from you guys
Yeah.
to just boycott all these fucking products that are
That's
funding
true, actually.
Israel, and I'm very serious about it.
People
all-
don't even talk about it. You want to say something about it because I want that to be in the podcast.
I have a lot of. It's okay. Like we've taken up a lot of time, but I'll keep it very short and simple. The least we can do is, even if you're not woke, even if you don't understand what is going on, even if you have half information, just realize, like, in totality, this is a fucking genocide, and it is not okay that us as a youth are just so okay with children being killed right in front of our eyes. You can share multiple posts, you can go on about your lives, nobody is guilt tripping you, but the least you can do is just raise your voice for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the least you can do, or just boycott these products, because either way they're not healthy for you. You are spending tons of money on Coca-Cola or buying products and eating KFC or McDonald's, Nutella, all of these things. It's not going to make your life like negatively impact your life. It's only going to get positive if you boycott these products.
And it's like the money we are paying for that product is anyhow going on to funding the genocide.
Exactly.
So that's what.
So yeah, if you're not dumb and if you're smart enough.
That's what people are. People, bro, slowly and gradually people will read. They're just taking their eyes off right now, but a time will come they'll understand, because it's too easy to take your eyes off, but when it happens with them, that's when they'll understand it's not good, bro.
तो ये generation ने वही ना कि like they only study about the World War II and First and II.
Half of the people don't even know that, bro.
हाँ, वो लोग ने खाली पढ़ा है और पढ़ा भी नहीं है, तो उन लोग ने कभी सोचा नहीं था कि we will मतलब ऐसे कभी देखे नहीं.
Leaving all the political things aside, I don't want people to just die because just people to kill people for some land or some shit. It's like really bad, and just political agendas just funding it. The companies.
Like I said, it doesn't matter even if you have half information, if you're not even aware of what is going on.
Exactly.
It's never too late to educate yourself, but even if you're choosing not to, it's just, at least you are aware that children are dying, and that is not okay.
That's true.
That's it.
Thank you for telling us that. And okay, we'll see you in the next episode. Listen to your mom and dad. Eat healthy.
Make art.
See you.
Bye.